The light of a torch illuminates the walls of a small room partitioned by thick iron bars. The room is roughly 10 feet by 20 feet and is sectioned into 3 sets of cells, each with a single door. 2 figures sit against the walls of their respective cells, watching the light of the continual flame dance across the stone. In the corner of the only unoccupied cell, a faint dripping sound of water droplets punctures the silence. Minutes go by, maybe even hours. Time has all but ceased for the 2 occupants, both of which have sustained heavy bruises. Dried, crusted blood cakes the hair of the young man whose eyes are closed, but whose breath continues, albeit rather laboriously. The woman, recognizable as Tiawask, a wizard of the Golden Fire Order, also slumps against the cold stone wall of her cell. But rather than closed eyes, her eyes are wide open, darting around the room, studying the ceiling, the walls, the floor, waiting and watching, counting the seconds and minutes between the sounds of movement outside the room. She rakes her fingernail across the skin of her upper thigh. A thin line of blood appears, and she brushes it away quickly. The line matches the older scratches that she has marked. She's counting the time between patrols, counting how long between visits from their captors, waiting and watching for her opportunity. She turns to look at her companion. "Jarun," she whispers. "Jarun, are you awake?" The young wizard stirs slightly and opens one eye. The other remains swollen shut. Caught in a moment of desperation, he had taunted their captor and received a heavy beating. Tiawask had wisely kept her mouth shut. Upon seeing his eye flit open, she continues, "Jarun, I can get us out of here." She reaches down into her boot and pulls out a small flask. "I don't know how they didn't find it, but thank Nethys I was able to keep this concealed." She holds the small vial up to the light. "With this, I can help us escape." Jarun's head shakes almost imperceptibly. "There's no way, Tiawask. I can't do it." Tiawask's eyes flash. "Don't say that. I'm getting us out of here." Her brow furrows and she bites her lip. Despite her words, she knows he's right. He can barely move, and she's not strong enough to carry him. She pauses for a long moment. "After the next patrol goes by, I'm going to get help. I'm sure Ilaria is still at the fort. The other wizards, they can help us. I'll be back before you know it." She waits longer, clutching the small vial desperately in her hand. She counts. She hears the heavy metal footsteps outside the door get louder, before echoing further down the hall. In one fluid motion, she unstoppers the vial and drinks it down quickly. Within seconds, her form flickers and loses corporeality. In that moment, she becomes misty and translucent, yet still retains some semblance of her form. She easily wafts between the iron bars of her cell and through the keyhole of the door, into the emptiness of the hall beyond. "Be safe, Tiawask," Jarun mumbles through swollen lips. "Be safe and forget about me." He closes his eyes once more and accepts his fate. Welcome back to Trial by Spire, a mildly heroic adventure through the Emerald Spire Super Dungeon. We left off last week with you guys continuing through this first level of the Spire. You had defeated several more bands of goblins, including one goblin that had a construct companion, Clanky. That one proved to be a little bit of a difficult fight, and Arashk almost died. But he's still with us, thankfully. You guys found a wand of Cure Light Wounds, and you were able to bring him back to consciousness. You continued your exploration of this level the next morning, and you eventually made your way around to this area where you're at right now, where you had opened the doors to see 2 goblins guarding the stairs that lead down further into the spire. And that is where we will pick it back up, with you guys having defeated both of those goblins, and now you're standing in front of this glowing emerald green crystal structure that just juts up out of the ground. There are stairs that wind down and around, and, they empty into darkness down below you.
I remember correctly from last week, we had talked about it a little bit and I think decided to go up. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then let's keep that way, yeah? And we'll start moving. Oh, I can't go through the wall. I've got to go around the wall. We'll start moving
Nice try.
up the
That's
stairs. Oh, then we'll go to the other side of the building. All the way
Am I getting
around.
superpowers? Am I getting superpowers?
No, you're just getting radiation poisoning.
No!
Wait, there's
No.
radiation poisoning in Pathfinder? Oh no.
I think
Yeah.
there is actually.
Is there?
I'm pretty sure there is.
I think they introduced it with like the technology rules, I think.
Apparently Schnee is leaving you guys behind and he's peacing out.
I'm so confused of where to go. Oh, I just teleported.
I forgot that you guys have literally no sight.
No sight. We can't see anything, Sarah. We can't
Yeah.
see anything.
Not being able to see makes it very hard to see where the corridors are.
So after you guys get down on your hands and knees and you're feeling your way through the rooms and over the dead bodies of goblins, you find yourselves back at the other side of the spire with the stairs that lead up and around, and you guys want to head up the stairs, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
do we have a specific marching order that we want to go in?
I'll be in front.
I'll be second.
I will be in the far back.
All right, so Leng wants to be in front. Oh, I hate this when I pick you up to move.
Ah!
Oh,
What
shoot,
about-
sorry.
Oh,
You didn't
I
see
saw
anything.
something! I saw
Oh,
something!
you didn't see anything.
Ah!
Sarah, you're lucky. I was looking away at that exact moment.
Abandoned ship! It looked like a little squat monster!
Could you have seen it? I don't know if you would have seen it if it was his token.
Oh, I don't know.
All right,
I saw
so
something.
it's
Where was it? I'll
Leng.
move my token over there.
It's Leng first, and then Arashk, or then Schnee.
I figured I'd be in front of Barney. Oh, Cabbage can protect me, and I'll protect you.
So you want Cabbage to be right in front of you or behind you?
Oh, right in front.
Okay.
Okay, so Leng and then Cabbage.
Yes.
Don't like this. I'm alone. I'm alone in the dark.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
look, it's cabbage.
All right, so you guys make your way up the stairs until you see a heavy wooden door at the top of the stairs. You knock on the door.
Hello.
I open the door. It's
you
locked.
you go to open the door and the door is locked.
There seems to be a locked door.
Okay, yeah. I can attempt to open the door.
And he'll back up.
I'll take 20.
Okay, what do you get taking 20?
A 26.
And 2 minutes of time.
And he will not open the door. If he manages to successfully unlock it, he will just go back to the back of the line.
Okay, all right. So if you take 20, you are able to unlock the door.
Ah, yeah, it's a very simple lock.
Now we open the door. And step in. Ah, it's a room.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You step into this room, and you can see that this strange chamber pulses with the green glow of the column of glass-like crystal that forms the core of the tower. The walls of the room are damaged, and the roof is cracked. Hence, why rain is coming in. The spire in the center juts up, just peeking above the crude ceiling. A bed and a side table sit in the northern half of the room, and archery targets line the southern section of the wall. And, Leng, as you step in,
No.
the occupants' readied action will go off.
Oh, no.
You can't ready an action outside of combat, Sarah.
Yes,
You
Sarah.
spent 2 minutes jiggling the door, and he
Nope.
was ready for whoever entered the door.
Interesting. Interesting proposition.
Yes,
mean-
but this is his surprise round action.
Yeah, it's not really a ready to action. It's
Oh,
just
Jason,
surprise
thanks
round.
for your input. Oh, yeah, that's helpful.
As an arrow flies off at you, Leng, and it does a 16 hit your flat-footed AC.
I don't know. Let me look.
Does it hit your normal AC?
It does both.
Oh,
Yeah.
if it's your normal and your
I figured.
flat-footed?
Yes.
All right. So this will be
Ow, my bird feathers.
5 points of damage as this arrow
Oh,
launches
his bird
into you.
feathers.
Oh, my bird
And
feathers.
I will need all of you to roll me initiative.
I thought I heard you say arrows, Sarah.
Josh, stop.
Was I
Why?
wrong?
Why?
You get one-
Shut up, you.
Level 1, he gets rapid shot.
So let's roll initiative.
Yep.
Ugh. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh, I think we beat
Let's
him.
see what we
Her-
have
it.
here. Schnee,
17.
Leng,
14.
Barney and Cabbage,
I got a 19.
Arashk.
12.
12. So you enter, and you can see that this room is a little dimly lit from the pulsating green glow of the tower. First up in initiative is Barney and Cabbage.
Ah, I think I heard something. Leng, what do your bird eyes see? And he will delay until he knows what's going on.
Okay. After Barney and Cabbage is Schnee.
Barney, you heard something. I will wait for the bird to speak too.
All right, so Schnee is also delaying. Conveniently, Leng is next in initiative. So, Leng, you just got pierced by this arrow. What would you like to do?
No, there is an enemy in here somewhere. I've been shot.
Ah,
So
very
five-
calm demeanor.
I
You're very reassuring.
mean, what do you want? Squawkity, 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 squawkity! Like, start squawking. And I think I can kind of see him over there, right? I
Yeah,
see
you should be able to. Yeah,
something.
there's like dim light from the tower, and then you have a.
So actually,
Oh, so this
torch.
whole place is dim light?
Yes.
Ah.
Before we get too involved, Sarah, in the combat, how many flights of stairs did we climb? Like, how long did it take from us being in the last combat to get to this combat?
37 floors.
I would say it probably took you like 5 minutes.
Okay. Plus, we had that take 20, so I lost the half
Yeah.
bomb. But that's it.
Oh, it's not
Oh,
a
okay.
half palm.
The fission bomb.
Division bomb.
fission bombs.
Fission bomb. All right, so Leng, you're moving up.
Yes.
And you're going to pat him on the shoulder.
Yes, I'm gonna tell him. Good shot. That was a good shot. All right. Let's see. Hoya! That
Oh
is
my
a
goodness.
19 for a crit, but a 13 to confirm.
All right, so a tentative critical threat, natural 19, will hit, but the confirmation will not hit. So it's regular damage.
So 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage to him. Okay. And I do need to say, I just realized that I was looking at the melee damage for him and not the range damage. So you would get 2 HP back because I looked at the wrong damage die for him. Not the damage die, but the modifier.
Ah, he stabbed you with the arrow.
He ran over, stabbed you, and then he ran
He
back.
ran
real
back.
fast.
He has spring attack.
A solid hit. I think Leng is just a critical magnet because he rolls so many crits.
It's true.
I think that's just
Sure.
Justin.
That might be
That
the
is
case.
true, because towards the end of the last Iron Fang book, I was rolling a ton of crits on Hursk as well.
Yeah, and not just like, oh, it seems like he is. No, Jace did the math and listened back and
Yeah.
like sketched it out.
Yeah.
No one rolls as few crits as I do, and no one rolls as many as Justin. Holy cow.
Yes. He's good.
All right, so Leng, that was Leng's turn. Barney, would you like to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Barney will step up so that he can see what's going on. So he sees the... Oh, I got confused. The token has just the top part, doesn't have the arms. So I was like, oh, wow.
Oh, we're fighting an armless goblin.
How did he
An
fire
armless
a
torso.
bow?
How did he fire a bow? He uses his feet. You've seen like the archers that can shoot with their legs and feet. That's why we were caught off guard, and that's why I was flat-footed.
So Barney runs up here, and it's just so he can see what's going on, and he will then turn to Cabbage, and he'll say, yeah, Cabbage, come here, fast, fast. And then he'll point in the direction of the desired target. And Cabbage will, as a move action, run up. Would provoke, but he's got a bow out still, I assume, so take 1 attack. Will a 9 hit?
A 9 is going to miss.
Ooh, this guy is very hard to hit.
And Cabbage has 40 feet of movement?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
That boy's got some movement.
Yeah, he's very fast.
Fast dinosaur.
Okay. So after Barney and Cabbage, Schnee, would you like to take your turn?
I would. Let's
Okay.
see here. Right, and go there. Okie dokie. I forgot how much movement that was. Really
It
good at
looks
this
like-
game.
5, 10, looked like 15.
So I can get up to here then. So I will move action adjacent to this armless goblin, and I will, as part of my move action, draw out my sword, and I will take 1 stab.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Do you know who your voice sounds like? You've ever seen Robin Hood, Men in Tights?
Mm.
Little John in it?
Yeah.
Like the real big guy? That's who
Yeah.
you sound like a lot.
That's
Like my
Hannah.
normal voice or Schnee's voice?
No, Schnee's voice.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
No, your
Yeah.
normal voice.
Yeah, your normal voice sound like that. If we don't have no tolls, we don't eat no rolls. That's what he sounds like.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes, the 21 will hit.
He will
And-
take 8 poking damage.
All right. 8 piercing damage. Ouch.
Man, we're wrecking this first boss.
Oh man, that favorite enemy. OP.
OP?
And now we come to Arashk.
Oh, I'm assuming it's a goblin, or at least I hope it was.
This is perfect bomb throwing right now, please. Throw
I'm
it.
hoping.
No.
Ooh, perfect bomb throwing conditions.
Don't
Yes.
taunt him.
It's always perfect bomb
Ah,
throwing
you're
conditions.
taking my square.
He's gonna move in as a swift
He's
action,
straddling you.
do some
Give me
fissure
some
action.
space. Oh, now I can't see.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. I can't get through to the other side of him, can I?
No.
No.
Probably good.
Maybe.
Like if he doesn't
Acrobatics.
have a melee weapon, then it doesn't really matter if he can't really attack of opportunity.
I hope this dungeon doesn't have perpetual darkness forever.
No, the whole module.
It gets darker. It gets darker.
darker.
I'll move there, split one of my bombs up, and then ready to attack as soon as Schnee
Schnee?
moves out of the way so I can shoot without cover.
Okay.
And he'll say, yo, get out of the way.
Okay. So you're readying for when Schnee moves out.
Wait, is it Schnee or Leng?
Leng, excuse me.
Okay.
Leng.
Leng. That makes way more sense.
Who you looking at?
All right. Now we come to Grolk's turn.
Oh,
Grolk
he's
is
named.
going to 5-foot step back. And, let me see. Are there any humans present?
No, I don't
I
think
think
there
there's
are.
just
No.
one.
No, I don't think we have any of those.
No, he's not human.
Wait,
Schnee, no!
wait a second. Doesn't 8 work for a bluff to convince him that I'm not?
I'm not human.
No, it does not. All right, so he's actually going to take a 5-foot step back, and he's going to loose 2 arrows at you, Schnee.
Oh,
Oh.
First attack is going to be a. Oh, you'd be glad that bows don't crit on a 19. So that's going to be a lot.
they can.
That's going to be a lot. So that's definitely going to hit. That will be. See, 6 points of damage on the first arrow, and then the second arrow.
And that's his
is-
range damage, right? Not the
That's
melee
his range
damage.
damage. Yep, that's his
Alright,
range
alright,
damage.
alright.
The second attack is a natural 17, so it's also going to hit.
Goodness.
That's going to be 6 points of damage.
Oh my goodness.
Are you down?
Schnee takes a nap.
Schnee goes down.
And top of round 2, we come to Leng.
He's gonna 5-foot step up and flurry of blows. Ha! Does the 16 hit?
The 16 is going to miss.
No! That means a 15 will also miss.
Yeah, that means the
No!
15 is also going to miss. You go up and he just dodges out of the way of your strikes.
Huh.
Okay, I would like to do my ready action now that he's out of the way. and I think I can get them from the corner. So he will throw one of his half bombs. It's still into melee though.
It is.
That's okay. No, that's not bad. And we'll do this
Burn him with fire.
against touch.
An 18 against touch will hit.
-4 because it's into melee.
So a 14 against touch,
Yes.
that will hit still.
Nice.
Nice. And then that will be 1d4 plus 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
So 8 points of damage.
Very nice.
Ouch.
Ouch. Burn,
He-
boy.
Catches on fire a little bit for that. Now, is there splash damage on a direct hit?
Not on fissions.
Not on fissions.
Oh, not on fissions, right. Okay.
And as soon as I level, there will no longer have to be worry about splash onto allies.
Yeah. Stop it, Sarah. I don't want to take splash damage.
I'm going to make sure you never level.
Oh, okay.
You're dying this combat.
Why did you tell us to be prepared to level then? I don't understand.
No, it's only Arashk. Only Arashk doesn't get to level.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Perfect.
That makes sense.
I'm okay with that.
Next up is Barney and Cabbage.
I think that Schnee is having a hard time. Let me walk up here and I'll take the torch that he must be carrying. So it'd be very nice to have. And then he'll do a heal check on him just to make sure he's not dead.
Dead.
How do I know if I'm dead?
I rolled an 8. I'm not trained in heal, so it doesn't really... these arrows are very deep. I think he needs medical attention. I can't do anything for him.
I would guess that you probably could tell if you're up close to him whether he's dead or alive. You just wouldn't be able to do anything about it if he's actively bleeding out.
Yeah, I think it's probably better that we keep these in for the moment, as he decides not to pull out the arrows. But yeah, so he move action to go up there. He'll heal check him real quick, and then if I have another standard, I'll pick up the torch that he must be carrying because he has an aura.
Schnee is no longer carrying anything.
And then Cabbage will continue his action. He'll 5-foot step up and he'll do a full attack. See if he can hit one of these.
Get him.
Okay.
13 will miss.
13 will miss.
A 22.
A 22 will hit.
Okay, so that's 6 points of damage from the first claw.
And that is enough to make him go down.
Yes.
Oh, so would the 9 hit his unconscious body?
So if he's prone, he loses his dex, and it's a -4.
So yeah, if he's unconscious, you remove his dex, and he takes a -5 penalty.
-5 penalty.
Yeah, because his dex is basically a 0, because he's unconscious.
So if I'm looking at this right, then his AC would be a 10, so you would miss.
Well, I get a bonus because he's prone.
Yep.
Oh, on top of that, the 4?
Yeah.
Because the prone, you get a +4 against prone enemies.
Oh, so you lose your dex and take a -5 because your dex is 0, and take a -4 because you're prone.
Well, no, they get a +4, but yeah.
+4 or -4 basically, but yeah,
Okay.
you're prone. So melee attacks against you have a higher chance to hit when you're prone.
Okay, so then yes, that would be enough to hit him, his prone.
Oh, Cabbage, that was a bit excessive.
And with that, we will... Actually, no, we have to stay in initiative because Schnee...
Yeah, he's currently bleeding out.
I love low levels where it's just like, wait a minute, no, they might die.
So what do I have to roll and what do I have to make sure I beat to not die?
You have to roll a constitution check, just a flat constitution check, and you have to roll higher than your -HP plus 10.
I don't think a 5 is going to do it regardless of that anyway.
Yep, so you are going to take another point of damage.
And then how do I know when I die?
When you hit your constitution score, minus.
Okay.
All right, next we come to Leng at the top of round 3.
And can I try and stabilize him?
Certainly, yep, you can try to stabilize.
DC 15 heal check, is that right?
Yeah, DC 15 heal check, yeah.
Ugh. Does it have to be trained?
No.
You can use heal without being trained, it's just you have a bad bonus.
Ah!
There you go.
Ooh. So an 18 heal is going to stabilize Schnee, so he is no longer bleeding out.
I channeled my inner Hursk. Ah! Stabilize. He plugged the wound.
He pulled out the arrows and put his fingers in.
His feathers.
His feathers, yeah, he plugs them with feathers.
Oh, I did not know that was how you were supposed to do it.
So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. My favorite part is the guy who can use and cast the wand is the downed one. That's probably my favorite part.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Can we hold his hand as he does it? Like, can we weaken to Barney's him to heal himself?
No, I
Barney
don't.
will go over to the guy, see if he has a potion on him.
Okay, let's look at this guy. So he has no potions on him.
Ugh,
Useless.
are you sure?
Look again.
All right, so we look around. Is there? You said there was a bed in here, and some targets.
There's a bed and a side table and archery targets.
Ugh, maybe there's a potion in the table.
Is there anything in the side table? I don't see a side table, but
Yeah, there's no actual furniture on the map, but let's do this. I want everybody. Well, no. I
wait,
want
I
one
have a
person-
potion.
Oh, you should have said something.
It's so foolish. I have a potion in my bag.
Convenient.
Oh.
I smell convenient.
Actually, DM, I had one all along.
To be fair, I do. I have one Cure Light Wounds potion that I haven't used, and I was saving it for myself.
Yeah, and I have a secret compartment in Cabbage that has 7 potions as well.
That
I forgot
checks
that
out.
I put that in.
I only used half a bomb today. I actually still have 6, so...
Okay, to
Yeah.
be fair, it's been like 2 weeks since we played, so I forgot that it was on my character sheet that I have a Cure Light Wounds potion.
Likely story.
You're supposed to put it on a little sticky note and put it on your monitor.
And Schnee is the one that gave it to me, and I completely forgot about it. So I guess I'll pour the potion in Schnee's mouth.
Okay, go ahead and roll 1d8 plus 1.
There goes my potion.
Watch it be a 1.
Oh, I do search his body first. Do I find any gold?
On Schnee?
First.
You
Yeah.
you would. Because
Okay.
she is the party funds.
You guys were supposed to be friends.
That's fair.
Aren't you a lawful character because you're a monk?
No, actually, I have to be true neutral because of being an elemental monk. I am true neutral.
Is that how they work? I did not know that.
Yep. It actually says in there, an elemental monk must be true neutral.
Interesting.
Crazy. So yeah, technically I could take my gold, but it's fine. Roll 1d8 plus 1.
Yes.
Correct. Wow.
Nice. He rolls
Well,
an
if you
8.
ever needed a full heal, almost, then that's the time you need it, because I think Schnee, you were down 5?
Yes.
Oh, he would have been fine.
He would have been fine.
He was fine.
Schnee, you come to consciousness with 2 arrows still jutting out of your shoulder.
Schnee pops out of. Oh, what do I owe you?
That would be 30 gold.
Oh, well, and he looks over and points and goes, "He owes me money. Just take it from him."
You can transfer the debt. I will take Arashk. How do you say his name?
Arashk.
Arashk. I'll take Arashk's debt. That's fine. He owes me now. This is fine.
Oh, great. Okay, yeah.
At least he gave it to you at a discount.
I did. I didn't charge you the full 50.
Yeah.
You're a friend.
I mean,
You got the friend and family discount.
It would probably be best to have some sort of written contract for this.
Oh no.
It's getting very complicated. You
No.
could forget who owes what.
Let's see, Barney. I've got it all up in here in my head, Barney. I won't forget. I never forget. I don't forget a single thing. I'll pay him back.
I can't wait to see the mage buy the maps from us, and on one of the maps it's writing that Arashk owes Schnee 30 gold, and then it crosses me out and then rolls for Leng.
Centuries from now, in history books, they find these maps, and in the margins they have all these things. Yeah.
Yeah, years from now, somebody's like, "I wonder if he got his money."
Some grad student writes a paper. Years down the road about the great unsettled debt of the famed 4 heroes of the Emerald Spire.
I don't know if we're famed just yet, but appreciate
If
it.
we live.
Yeah. So we do check the side table though, after administering the potion.
Yeah, so did this guy have anything useful on him other than potions then?
He didn't have potions on him. He has a coin purse. He has 3 gems in a separate pouch. He had a morning star. He had a longbow. He's wearing armor, and he has a ring on his finger.
Oh, a ring.
A ring.
I would like to identify some of those things.
But no potion. What a noob.
No
What a
potions.
Yeah, so I will attempt to appraise the ring first.
Oh, Schnee would aid.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I rolled a 3 on the die.
I mean, Schnee rolled by himself. Schnee aided with a 20.
So you roll appraise, Jason, to identify magic items because of your
Yeah,
tinker?
because of my fancy thing, I use appraise instead of spellcraft, and it's basically detect magic.
I gotcha. Okay. Unfortunately, a 9 plus 2, 11 is not going to be enough to identify the ring. The rest of the items are mundane.
Yeah, I thought my that he was appraising like the gems and stuff. I don't think I could probably aid with an appraise check to help with the magic items.
Probably not.
Okay, well then I'll roll over your appraise to look at the gems. So you would be able to tell that the 3 gems, they're garnets, and they're each worth 50 gold. And in the coin pouch, there's 124 gold.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then other than that, he has just standard leather armor. He has a morning star and a composite longbow with a strength rating of +2.
Yeah, I don't want any of this stuff.
Well, I'll keep track of the inventory per usual.
Yeah, Barney will hand over stuff to the inventory dude.
So we have an unknown ring as well.
Yeah, I don't know what this is, but it is something.
Arashk is doing the math in his head.
Do you need some paper to write it down?
No. I think that's enough to settle my debt.
Oh, we haven't quite split this just yet. Kind of looks at Arashk. Oh, I beg your pardon. Did you think we were splitting this gold 4 ways?
Of course, why not?
Yeah, it's 5 ways. We have cabbage.
All right, I always forget to
No,
count cabbage.
no. You split yours with cabbage. Not.
What are you talking about? Cabbage is a very valuable member of this party. I think he should get... I'm sorry, she. I keep forgetting. She should have her own money to buy nice things for me.
Well, we can settle these debts up later.
So if you spend some time looking around, you can see that this is apparently just a 1-level tower. But you do see, if you look, that there is a secret door, like an opening that leads outside of the tower, but it's probably like a 20 to 30 foot jump down. So it's not advised, but it just leads outside the tower.
I was excited, but now I'm not. Barney will hop on cabbage.
You can ride cabbage?
Why not?
That's amazing.
I have a skill rank in ride, and I have the Beast Bond character trait, which gives me a +1 in ride. So I got a +6 ride.
I too can ride.
I have a -4 in ride.
Yeah, the only reason that I can ride is because I'm small sized. So, but eventually cabbage will be larger.
Out of nowhere, Arashk throws a bomb.
Ah!
It explodes. They expire, so I figured it might as well see a little boom before they just, go to waste.
Oh yes, let everyone know that we're here.
Oh, I think they knew that a while ago.
No. We've been very stealthy. Like
Cabbage
ninja.
certainly has been stealthy, yes.
Yes.
So are we going straight down right now, or are we going back to town before we continue on? What's the plan? Because I have this map is finished for the first floor pretty much, isn't it? Or is there someplace we haven't gone yet? I think we've been everywhere.
I think we've been everywhere.
So do we want to go back and give the first floor map to the tower's mage, or did we want to get multiple floors before going back?
Well, if we head back, we can buy some useful potions and things.
Yeah, that might be important.
Da. So let us head back and then we will come back.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys want to head back to the fort?
and buy all of the things.
Okay, so you guys head back the 5 miles to town. You find as soon as you leave the spire, your light radius is, open again. You can see. You don't have to have the torches out if you don't want to, because it's probably the middle of the morning. You had only done that one combat. So you walk the 5 miles back to town. Where would you like to go first?
Probably go to the mage dude first.
Yeah. See what he'll pay us for a level 1 map.
Okay, so he welcomes you into his house. He says, well, it seems that you were quite successful already. It's only been, 1 day since you were gone?
We have the first floor map.
Okay, let me see. You see,
There was also like a second floor that was above ground. I mapped that out as well. I think that should count as a second level.
well, you see, the GM forgot to mention at the beginning that it's really only for the underground levels. It didn't include the utmost levels, but because
I mean, just because you forgot to mention it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be paid for it.
Because the GM forgot to say that, the GM will, on my behalf, award you 50 gold for this map, even though I have several of these maps already.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you see the way to get down, though?
Oh yeah, there were stairs. It was, pretty obvious.
Oh, very interesting. Was there anything of note on this first floor? Did you encounter any resistance?
Goblins. And darkness.
Oh, darkness. Do tell me, what about darkness?
Yeah, it was very dark.
Really? Why didn't you just light a torch or cast a
Yeah,
spell?
we did. It was still very dark.
Even with a torch? My, how interesting. Would you say it was like a magical darkness?
I don't know, but it was very dark.
But you completely cleared out the floor, am I to understand?
Yeah, I think so. We fought a bunch of goblins, and there was a golem there of some
golem?
sort. We
Interesting.
defeated it. It was very unfortunate that we had to do so, but I salvaged what I could, and as you can see, cabbage is now partially green.
Ah, I see. That is very attractive. You'll have to
Yeah.
teach me someday how you've constructed this fine being. Maybe I could have some sort of helper. What am I saying? I've got unseen servants, so. But I would
Oh
be-
yeah, well once we get enough of that sky metal stuff, I can walk you through making one out of that.
Oh dear, I don't know if you'll find enough sky metal to make a whole being out of, but if you do, I certainly would want to use it for that.
Oh, that's like 90% of why I'm doing this.
Did you come across any interesting items when you were exploring this level?
Arashk is like shaking his head no, with no, don't tell him.
I am a wizard. I am skilled at identifying things.
Oh yeah, there was one thing that we couldn't identify.
And Arashk is like exaggeratingly, pantomiming in the back. Oh, why would you do that?
I don't know what you're saying. We don't know what it is.
Well, I may have to dock it from your pay, for my services and all, but...
He makes a very, obviously gesture.
Yeah, I mean, it's not on me. I'm not the one carrying it, so...
How much of a pay are you going to have to dock for that?
Oh, well, depends on if I can roll high enough with my spellcraft roll, or if I have to expend a spell, and I would say maybe, 5 gold if I can get it right away, and 10 gold if I have to use a spell for it.
Well, I prefer the 5 gold, but if your inadequacies can't identify it, I suppose we'll have to go that route. I'll hand him the coin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are just standard prices.
Well, let's see how we go. I think I've got it. Let me take a look at it here. And he will pick it up and kind of look it around, and he casts Detect Magic on it, and he says, yes, this appears to be a ring of feather falling. So this ring is crafted with a feather pattern all around, as you can see, and it acts exactly like a feather fall spell, activated immediately if you fall more than 5 feet. Quite useful if you're up high and, fall down quite a ways.
Yeah, or if you're a bird.
And contrary to what you were thinking, Barney, it is not a ring of protection plus 5. That would be absurd at this level.
Yeah, that was just a wild guess.
So did you find anything else of note, or?
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks. I can't actually remember.
I think that probably was everything. Well, I appreciate this map. Please, continue to be safe on your adventures, and if you do as fine of work as you've done with this one, he kind of looks at it and squints. He's like, well, I take that back. This one isn't actually all that good, but maybe if you have better vision down below, you can make it a little more cleaner around the edges. It's a little confusing. I'm not sure which way is which. Did you put a compass on here for navigational purposes?
Of course I put a compass on there.
All right, I just wanted to make sure my eyes aren't what they used to be. I am quite old.
And I'd like you to take note that I didn't name the northern doorway the eastern doorway. Just wanted to point that out as well.
Well, I didn't do that either, so you can take that up with the Hell Knights who built the fort.
Yeah, so how much are we getting for the map?
Just 50 gold.
For both?
I hardly think that a tiny little map of a second floor is worth anything extra.
Yeah, well, joke's on you. There's a secret door that I didn't mark, and now you'll never know where it is.
That's all right. I don't need to know the secret door is. It probably just went to the outside or something stupid like that.
No.
No.
All right, so you give the maps to Abernard. He gives you the gold, helps to identify your ring of feather falling. Is there anything else that you guys want to do for the rest of this day other than go to the bar and drink and spend the night in your rooms?
Yeah, I'd like to repair cabbage.
Okay, so you can repair cabbage. We will fast forward a little bit unless there's something that somebody wanted to do. We can fast forward to the evening. You guys enjoy your revelries, you heal up a little bit, and we will wake the next morning with you guys feeling level 2. I know you guys had kind of prepped this in advance, so let's start with Jason. What did Barney and Cabbage get at level 2? And then we can roll your HP for Barney.
So, a couple things. Skipping over the mundanity stuff. At level 2, the Clockwork Tinkerer gets 2 things of note. One is the Clockwork Directive, which basically functions the same way as an Ecclesiarch's Blessing. It gives a +2 bonus on one of a list of like attack roll, weapon damage roll, skill check, saving throws, etc. But it can only target the Clockwork Companion. So it's like an aid another from up to like a distance away. And then the other thing that they get is the quick fix technique, which basically is an artificer can repair damaged items quickly. This ability can be used at will and functions as the mending spell, which is a cantrip, except it requires only 1 minute of work. In addition, a number of times each day, he can use this ability to repair constructs. So basically 5 times per day, I can heal Cabbage for 1d4 hit points.
Well, that's useful. So
Yep.
now he can take a little bit more damage and you don't have to worry about him going down.
And I'll always roll a 1.
Now, can Cabbage can get to the point where he's destroyed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that also like if she hits her negative con, she's destroyed?
Yeah, so the way that the Clockwork Companion works is it's pretty much the same as a normal companion, except instead of using its Constitution score to determine its bonus hit points or its destruction, it uses the Artificer's Intelligence score. So the more intelligent the Artificer, the harder to destroy the Clockwork Companion. So Cabbage gets bonus hit points every level based on Barnabas's Intelligence score instead of her own Constitution score. And if her hit points goes to a negative equal to Barney's Intelligence score instead of her own Constitution score is when she's destroyed.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll your hit points in the chat.
What discovery did you pick?
I didn't get to pick the technique. The Clockwork Tinkerer is set with Quick Fix at level 2.
Gotcha. And it replaces the technique that you would get to normally choose.
Yeah. So for hit points, I don't know how we're doing hit points, but I rolled a 1.
Well, you're a D8, so we're going by the Iron Fang rolls, so you could re-roll the 1.
I rolled a 5. So that is a total of 7 hit points.
All right, 7 hit points. Next up, let's talk to Brandon with Schnee, what did you get at level 2?
I got a combat style feat from my crossbow that I don't use.
That checks out.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Precisely shot.
Ooh, that'll come in handy.
For the shooting, I don't do it. Darn well right. Yep.
Yeah. Really should.
That is all.
That's all? Okay.
Super fantastic.
Yeah, so exciting. Go ahead and roll your HP in the chat.
Oh.
Holy.
I got a max 8.
A max 8?
So you rolled an 8 on your D10, not quite max, but still a lot. You got 10
I was
HP.
confused for a second. I was like, I made this class. Did I bump them down to a D8? Why would I have done that?
All right, next up, let's go to Justin with Leng. What did you get at level 2?
So I got a base attack bonus increase, which is cool.
Cool,
To
dude. Nice.
2. And I actually lied earlier. We were talking a little bit before about evasion. I actually don't get evasion.
What?
The genie style. Yeah, the genie styles that I get replace evasion, purity of body, and diamond body. So I sacrificed those 3, but in return, at 2nd level, as a swift action, I can gain the benefits of 5 different types of genies, which are basically based on the different elements for the elemental fist. So each one gives a little bit of a different benefit based on acid, cold, fire.
That's pretty cool. You've played a lot of characters that kind of have that shtick, you know, like you're being able to choose different animal aspects or being able to choose different alchemical cartridges.
Yep. So yeah, so you get 5 different styles that as a swift action I can take one and I get some benefit based on it. I'll probably only use one of them, but we'll see what happens.
What one would be your favorite? Like, which of the elements would you default to?
So I'm thinking the cold
Ooh.
is what I'll probably default to. And I've kind of put some RP elements in that anyway, because my Sansetsuken is called Cold Tempest. So I'd kind of already put some thought into that way before, that I think most of his elemental stuff is going to revolve around cold.
Nice, interesting.
Do you get a bonus feat in addition to those style feats?
I do not, because Elemental Strike takes all of my bonus feats, although...
All of your bonus feats, okay.
Yes, the Elemental Strike, this replaces all of the monk's bonus feats and Stunning Fist. So I don't have Stunning Fist or any of my bonus feats. So...
I don't know anything about this archetype, so it's all new.
Sure. It's fun. It's a lot different. We'll see how it plays out. I haven't actually used any of his elemental stuff yet, because we just really haven't had an opportunity to yet, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's about all I've got.
Okay, go ahead and roll your hit dice. We'll see how many HP you get at level 2.
It's going to be a 6.
Yeah.
Wow. So you rolled a 9 on the D10. Good grief, guys.
It's not a 6.
Get it.
Yeah, so 10 HP to Leng.
Nice.
And finally, we come to Arashk. What did Arashk get at level 2?
Well, quick question. Before the revelry begins, one last thing I forgot I need to look around for. Is there any demolition or gunpowder or gunsmith in this fort by chance? ?
I'm going to say that's a hard no, probably.
No.
Yeah. This is
Okay.
a pretty small fort, and I don't think they would have any sort of guns here.
Yeah, I conveniently brought like 7 pounds of gunpowder from Zamana Waste with me.
It only makes a difference about when I'll get access to something, because I also wanted to test out, for additional context, Jason's homebrew rules, in addition to a couple of unique classes with nerfs and buffs and the Artificer, which he completely designed. He also reworked some other rules for firearms, and so I had wanted to playtest those. So at level 2, when I'm able to pick a technique, I chose Gunsmith Enthusiast, which kind of allows the Artificer to get the ability to get both the gunsmithing and amateur gunslinger feats as bonus feats. I also, at this level, got a ton of feats from being able to get both Precise Shot and the Alchemist's Discovery Precise Bombs. So from now on, I can direct 3 squares that will not have splash damage applied to them when I throw bombs, which is
We
pretty
really
nice.
want all of you to be in melee, so he has to pick which ones, and there's 4 of you, so...
Hopefully that won't become too much of an option, but I went from having 2 feats to now having 5. Plus a couple of other techniques. I also gain access to, unlike Jason's Artificer, since I'm the demolitionist, I also get access to a lot more of the bomb-related alchemical discoveries from the alchemist class, so those are some options I can pick, perhaps in the future.
Yep. And one thing I wanted to point out, just so you're aware, the gunsmith enthusiast doesn't give you a gun, so you would have to purchase or make one yourself, so it's expensive. So
it basically all it does is it enables me to begin having that become an option that I can do. I'm still with that feat able to craft my own, but it takes a long time to craft ammunition and to find a gun and to get a gun.
Yeah, I think you can craft a gun at a rate of 1,000 gold per day, but it's just the funds at this point that we don't have.
Correct. You can craft any early firearm for a cost in raw materials equal to half the price of the firearm. So, like I said, and we also have some unique firearm rules that are different from the Pathfinder core rule set. So we'll be tweaking and playing that with everything else, kind of touch and go. But I read them over, and I think they're pretty well balanced, and they make a bit of sense. It's mostly a flavor option, though. It won't actually, I think, increase his power a whole lot, but I wanted to have gun be the backup as opposed to shooting a crossbow.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll your hit dice.
Fingers crossed. I roll a 4. 3.
So you rolled a
plus
3 on the D8 plus 1.
Which will give me 14.
Fortunately, 3s are not re-rolls for D8s.
Absolutely not.
Cabbage gets average hit points, so I don't have to worry about rolling for him.
That sounds really nice.
Good old animal companions.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's what Titan gets too, or got. Titan's dead.
Aw.
Too soon.
Oh, too soon.
Spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched that yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I should hope that you've caught up by now, but if not, apologies.
They're like, oh, Iron Fang, skip that. We'll go straight to the Emerald Spire.
Right? Okay, so you guys all feel a little bit stronger today. Your pockets are full of potions and fewer coins. That same morning, after you do additional shopping and healing, you meet up again and you head back to the spire. So it's 5 miles again through the forest. You come to the same area that's perfectly circular. You head to the first level. Again, you're met with that perpetual darkness outside of your torch's 5-foot radius, but you kind of have an idea of how you're navigating at this point, and it's not too far to get to that area that led down the stairs.
All enemies respawn. Yeah, their respawn timers have gone off.
Yeah, this is Dark Souls, so you come back.
Oh,
you guys
yes.
had rested at a bonfire, so sorry.
I did forget to mention I would take favorite enemy goblins this morning. I would not take oozes to Jason's recommendation.
Yeah, you're gonna regret that.
I probably will, but I'm taking goblins again because I have to do it this morning.
Second floor is gonna be all oozes.
It probably will be.
All oozes.
Should have scouted ahead, but no.
Well, I have to do it in the morning.
Why?
Like when you do spells. It's just the way it's written.
So you are at the top of these stairs that lead down into darkness. What would you like to do?
Go into the darkness.
Go back to town.
Go back to town?
We scribble some nonsense on some paper, make a fake map, and go back to town. Here, wizard man, we definitely went.
We went all the way to floor 50.
That's crazy. There was a lich down there.
Super nice guy, though.
Yeah, you would not expect it, but really was super
Really
chill.
nice guy.
You know, in my experience as a player, liches are not all that bad.
Yeah, no, really, they're actually quite reasonable to negotiate with, assuming you're willing to compromise on a few moral standards.
All right, so you guys head down the stairs, and you find that you head pretty deep down before you come to like a flat landing, and then there's additional stairs that head down. I have you on the map right now in this tight little corridor, but technically this is an open landing. I just didn't want you to charge ahead first. But you guys find that as you pass down like 50 feet, that the darkness, it's still dark, but it's not that magical darkness. So your torches now do shed more light than they would have on the first level. So is this marching order how you guys would want to be, or is there a different order that you would be in?
I don't know if Barney's okay with having like Barney, Schnee, then Cabby, and then you can have Leng on the other side, right in front of Arashk.
Sure.
We go 2 by 2, or what do you mean?
Basically, Schnee doesn't want to be in the front. I figured we'd have Cabby, but
Okay.
normally Schnee tries to stand in front of Barney. But
Oh, I do actually remember one thing that you guys had that you weren't able to identify.
What?
It was the scroll thing that you found.
Ah, yes. That
So
I
if you had showed that to Abernard, he would be able to identify that it's a piece of parchment on which is drawn a complicated magical sigil in iridescent green ink. And he's able to tell you that the sigil is actually an identifying mark similar to an arcane mark, and it is labeled 6 in Aslanti. It is the runic symbol for 6 in Aslanti.
Aslanti?
Aslanti.
Huh.
How do you spell that? A-S-L-A-N-T?
Azlanti.
Aslanti. Alright. It has so been marked in my inventory. Arcane mark of 6.
As you guys came back to the area where the stairs descended by the spire, I want you, whoever can, roll me a knowledge arcana or a linguistics.
I can do both.
Be a hard pass.
21.
Okay, Leng rolled a linguistics of 21. So as you enter this area, you can see, Leng, that there is a sigil on the spire. Actually, let's see. Yeah, just above the landing, there's the crystal green spire is marked with a complex sigil the size of a human hand. It's noticeably different from the sigil recorded on the scroll that you found, but they're stylistically the same. You're able to recognize that this sigil is also similar to an arcane mark, but you're not sure exactly what it means. You know that the one on the scroll is the Aslanti runic symbol for 6. It's not the same as this, so you can infer maybe it's similar, but it's different.
This is also an arcane mark, but I have no idea what it says.
And as you come down the stairs, I want everyone to roll me a perception check.
I roll a perception of 20.
Leng did a perception of 17.
Schnee's 25. I have an eagle.
Bonnie got a 19.
Wow, you all rolled pretty good on your perceptions. So as you're coming down to this landing, you can hear the sound of scuffling coming from up ahead in the darkness. And it's just like a kind of rhythmic scuffling. And then occasionally you can hear like a moan or a groan, and then scuffling.
Well, no reason to hang back. Might as well just press on.
Okay, so as you go down the stairs, I want everybody to stop there and back up just a little bit. You get to the bottom of the stairs, you can see that the steep stair descends through solid bedrock for 50 feet before ending in a stone-lined room. A large stone door stands directly south of the stair. A small alcove lies to the east, over here, and another door to the southeast, this one here, is slightly ajar. An extinguished torch rests on the floor of this alcove. You get to the bottom and you can see now what was making the shuffling and moaning noises, as there are 2
Zombie!
small creatures that are just shuffling around, and as you guys come down the stairs, they snap their heads to look at you, and I need everyone to roll me initiative.
They're adorable.
I'd like to point out, according to the tags, one is dead and the other is sleeping.
One is absolutely passed out and the other one is dead.
That's how I am distinguishing them. Actually, now I can see the colors because there's actual light down here, but
Yep, yellow and blue.
let me roll my initiative.
now I'm just gonna guess that these are undead goblins, and if I'm right, do I at least get half of my favorite class bonus today?
It would depend on the if they said like undead, but in parentheses like goblinoid.
Goblinoid?
I don't know if they do that. They really should. I feel like they should differentiate subtypes for other creatures.
All right, so let's look at initiatives. Leng, what's your initiative?
17.
Okay. Barney and Cabbage.
26.
I'm going to regret letting him roll Cabbage's initiative. I just know it, but that's
Right.
all right. We're having fun.
You can switch back anytime you want me to. It doesn't matter to me.
Nope, that's okay. Arashk, what's your initiative?
18.
And Schnee,
21.
what's your modifier?
Crap. 3.
Okay. All right. In round 1 of combat, we have Barney and Cabbage going first.
So can Barney see them from where he is? He's like 15 feet up the stairs still.
I would say probably not.
Okay.
Well, let me think. The ceilings in here are probably like 10 feet. We'll make it easy and say that you can. So, yeah, we'll say that you can see.
So, clear line of sight, he can see that these are undead thingies, or they look like undead thingies. I don't actually have knowledge religion, so I don't know they're undead. But he will give the attack command to Cabbage anyways, because he assumes they're bad guys. And Cabbage does have the... I did take the attack command twice, so she can attack odd creatures, including undead.
Okay.
So,
You guys are making a lot of assumptions here. You haven't even rolled a check.
one's got a death symbol right in the corner of
Well,
it.
that's just how I'm distinguishing them from each other.
So first bite attack is a 12. I guess they're technically flat-footed, but I don't know if 12's gonna matter.
12 is still going to hit.
Oh, really? Okay. So that'll be a maximum 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And if it matters, because they're natural attacks, bites are bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Okay.
The claws are bludgeoning and slashing. So first claw is a 9,
That will miss.
and then a 10.
That will also miss.
Okay. So Cabbage bites onto its neck and then somehow fails to claw it. And Barney is gonna stay where he's at. He's good.
Okay. Next up is Schnee.
Ooh, what are they? Give me a roll.
Roll me a knowledge religion.
Sweet. I will just presume that I don't know what they are.
They do look like goblins to you, if it makes any difference.
I assume that, but I'm sure that'll make a difference. Schnee will 5-foot step around, and he will pull out his bow, and he will load his bow, and that will end his sick turn.
Okay.
Sick turn.
Gearing up for some action. Next we come to Blue. Oh boy. I tell ya. Zombies are real fun when they're not as fast zombies.
Oh, so they are undead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Historically speaking, in fiction, zombies crave living flesh,
Yeah.
which is not Cabbage. So,
Well, it also, in their tactics, says they mindlessly attack the nearest target. So, unfortunately, Cabbage has made herself a target.
Interesting how you would value game tactics over established like lore and archetypes. That's so funny, Sarah. It's so interesting.
It's weird. Weird choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so on Cabbage, a slam attack will be a 7. So that's going to miss. Next up, we have Arashk.
I'll 5-foot step forward, and I'll actually, we can use a real bomb, and we'll specify my 3 allies as getting no splash boy.
Your 3 allies, so Yellow, Cabbage, and Leng.
No, and myself.
Oh, okay.
well, you specify squares.
Those
Yeah.
squares will not.
You don't have to specify. You can't hit yourself or Leng with this bomb.
Well, I could if it lands
Unless you
here.
aim for Cabbage.
But if you miss, you don't get the. You can't select stuff if you miss, because precise bombs. I think it's you have to hit the target to be able to exclude squares.
That might be true. Okay. I will take a throw. That is a 21 against touch.
And this was against which one?
The bluish air one.
Okay. Yep. So 21 will hit and do 5 fire damage.
That's correct. And then it will also do that same exact thing to the other one, because that's the minimum amount of damage.
But he gets a reflex save, right?
Yep.
Okay. 9 on the reflex.
That will fail, so he'll take the full fire damage.
Okay, so you attack blue, he takes damage, and the other one dies.
Nice.
Next up, we have Leng.
Can I do a check to see what they are?
Yeah, knowledge religion.
You got it. 20. Wow.
He's so knowledgeable.
So I would give you 3 pieces of information if you would like to know. You identify these as goblin zombies.
Goblin zombies. I don't know. Tell me something cool. It's fine. What
Okay.
else?
So these goblin zombies are neutral, evil, small, and dead. They have DR5 slashing, which has not actually come up yet. They are immune. They have the standard undead immunities. They are immune to all mind-affecting effects, immune to death effects, disease, paralysis, poison, sleep effects, and stunning. Not subject to non-lethal damage, ability drain, or energy drain.
All right. Well, then I will 5-foot step up and try and kill it.
All right, go for it.
And this will be a 22
22 will hit.
for 4 damage.
4 damage. He's still up.
Ah.
Do you have your flurry of blows? Or do you have to move 10 feet?
No, I only had to move 5, but I didn't call it, so I wasn't going to do it.
Well, I don't think there's any downside to doing it. Like, you don't take minuses
No.
or anything for it. So you can go ahead and do it if you want to.
All right. A 9.
Okay, well, it was worth a shot, but a 9's not going to hit, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, we would come to Yellow's turn, who really didn't get to do anything. And we're back to Barney and Cabbage.
I want Barney to move in and out into the corner, but he would provoke to do that.
I don't know if they're staggered, if they can take attacks of opportunity. Is that a thing?
I don't know. I'm not risking it.
Okay.
Barney's a fragile old man. He's not old, but
My hip!
he is going to continue to direct Cabbage, and he's going to see if he can't make him maneuver behind, which may or may not provoke, but he'll get into flanking. But he's going to use his clockwork directive to increase his AC for this round by 2 before he does that. So
I think they can still take attacks of opportunity because it says in staggered that they still get swift, immediate, and free actions.
yeah, they should be able to, I think.
So I'll go ahead and take that just for funsies. So attack of opportunity, natural 1. So that doesn't matter.
Okay. The boost to the AC saved me there. And then he'll take 1 attack. This will be 2 higher because he's flanking. Does an 11 hit?
An 11 is going to miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, even with the flanking, I rolled a 4 on the die. So that is, I'll move here. That's my turn.
Okay. Next up, we have Schnee.
Schnee, you take a shot.
Go for it.
I do not have favorite enemy check because I don't know if that works.
Yeah, they're classified as undead, so
I figured as
unfortunately,
much.
yeah.
How rude.
I get a 0.5 bonus, which is rounded down anyway. A 9. Do I hit Cabbage?
No, you don't hit Cabbage because his AC is boosted, but you guys rolled 3 9s in a row, so unfortunately, 9s are not gonna attack.
Technically, I rolled a 4.
Well, your total was a 9, so Leng had a 9, Cabbage had a 9, and you had a 9.
Kebby and I actually have the same bonus.
9.
9.
9. We did that on purpose.
So next we come to Blue Zombie, and he's just like kind of surprised that everybody's missing him because he's really not very dexterous.
He's mindless.
He is. He will, let's see, he's gonna randomly decide between Leng and Cabbage who he's gonna hit. So I will do 1 Leng and 2 Cabbage, 1 Leng. So
I was
he'll
going to
do
say, one of those looks more appetizing than the other.
Yeah, but he is mindless, so he doesn't know. He hasn't tasted Cabbage yet. So against Leng, is a
His tasted cabbage.
it's a non-natural 20. So I think that's gonna hit your AC.
Yeah.
Okay. So this will be
It would have missed cabbage.
2 points of damage.
Ugh.
Ugh, and that is his turn. Actually,
and
he
5
will.
points of negative energy.
Well, he's mindless. He won't step out of flank. He's dumb. Next, we come to Arashk.
I would love that though, by the way. The GM has mindless enemies, 5-foot step and everything, and be like, man, these mindless creatures are really tactical.
Super tactical.
Yep.
Yeah. Going to go ahead and pull out my crossbow, and I will load it. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Next, we come to Leng.
I'll 5-foot step.
You got a conga line going on here.
Plus 2 to this. 24.
A
Yikes.
24
Nice.
will hit.
So close to a crit.
6 points of damage.
And that zombie also crumbles to dust before you.
Yay.
Well done, Leng.
No, they creepy critters.
There's a glow green here, I've noticed. Is that reality?
Yeah, so it looks like in this room, you can see that there's dimly lit, irregularly shaped, luminescent patches of greenish white furry mold just growing on the wall down here. As you move over here, you can see that there is an extinguished torch on the ground. And as you come close to it, you can see that there actually is a secret door here that's slightly ajar. And your attention was drawn to it because the torch is lit there.
Barney marks it on the map. Is it just a little closet thing there?
As you walk inside, you can see that there is a second secret door.
I don't know why you would need a second secret door after the first secret door.
It does seem a bit redundant.
Do you open that secret door?
Yeah, obviously.
Go for it.
Barney steps back.
I'll be standing back here.
So you open this door, and a curving wall of glowing green crystal bulges out in this chamber from one corner. A stout wooden table stands along the wall opposite it. On the table lie 3 rotting human corpses and the remnants of a moon spider. One of the human corpses has had all of its extremities severed, and its torso has been opened to reveal the internal organs. Another dismembered corpse has moon spider legs sewn onto the stumps in place of the removed limbs, all of which are neatly arranged near the rest of the moon spider. A bucket of reeking old blood sits on the floor under the table, and needles with lengths of silken thread attached are stuck in a hand-sized block of blood-stained wax atop the table.
Okay, so I go in.
Okay. You enter this room, you can see the Emerald Spire there.
I give it a 12 perception.
A 12 perception. You're looking around and you don't see anything in here that appears to be moving.
Me and Barney are only slightly interested in what's going on in this room. Nah.
Little smelly. I'll just tell me what you say and I'll find.
Guys, there's nothing of interest in here at all.
Why was there 2 secret doors to find some corpses then?
Yeah, I don't know, but as far as I can tell, there's nothing in here that's worth looking at.
All right, Justin, I want you to move back right here.
Oh, I think Leng just got himself killed.
No, I stepped in ooze.
Okay, so you move into that square.
Oh, now that I think about it, there was a pit right in the middle of the floor.
You step into that square and you feel the floor under you go down just slightly, like you've stepped on a trigger plate.
Nice.
And as you do, you hear a clanking and you look up to see a metal cage plummet from the ceiling on top of you.
No.
And does a 33 hit your AC?
Maybe not.
I dare you to say no.
It does not.
All right, so you take
You didn't say no.
4 points of damage as this metal cage comes slamming down on top of you.
Right on his toe.
I take how much? 4?
Yes, 4 points of damage.
Chops his toe right off.
I need you to roll a reflex save.
Birdcage.
I get it.
15.
DC 14. So you got lucky. So there is, I don't know if that'll stay on there. So those squares is where the cage is. So you are able to jump outside the cage. And as it comes down, you can see that there is a skeleton that was wedged up against the bars and has dropped down and immediately lunges for you, but can't get to you through the bars.
Oh, you were gonna have me have a death combat inside of a cage? That is so rude.
That was entirely up to you.
To be fair, if any of us were to be trapped in there, it'd be best for you to be the one. Or
True.
Cabbage, one of you two.
True.
I would have died immediately.
Can I identify the skeleton?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a knowledge religion.
13.
13 is enough to identify that this is a human skeleton. So he's just there, like, clattering against the bars as you guys just walk around him. If you get close to the table, you can see that there are some things outside of what I had described. So you can see there are 2 vials of something. You can see there are 6 long needles in wax, and 3 feet of waxed silk is threaded through each of them. There is something that looks like a scroll tube, and there is a key on the floor by the bucket of blood.
Ugh.
Can I check out the scroll tube?
Pick up the key. Barney, I know you said there might not be anything around here, but I found some stuff. And he'll point out the vials.
Okay, so Leng, if you look at the scroll tube, you can find that there are 3 pieces of parchment in this scroll tube.
Is there anything on them, or just blank parchment?
Oh, it looks like there's something on them, but you're just not sure what they are.
Yeah, if there's anything magical, I can attempt to identify it for you.
Yeah, so the vials appear to be magical, as do the 3 pieces of parchment.
So you want to do like 5 checks?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Actually, no, do 4 checks.
4
the
checks.
vials are the same, so we'll
Okay.
just count that.
First check, I guess we'll do the vials first.
Okay.
17.
I don't think that's enough.
Yeah, if they are 2nd or 3rd level vials, or if they're a specific magic item, then you did not say potions. So yeah, they're probably specific things.
They are potions. I was just trying to be flavorful with it, but they are potions. But 17 is not enough to identify them.
Yeah, I don't know what these are, but they are not 1st level spells of any kinds that I know of. As for the scrolls, I think I know what one of them was. 13, 24, and 9.
Yep, so you can't identify one of the scrolls. You can identify one of them is a scroll of fly.
Oh yeah, that one there is a scroll of fly. So we sold the feather falling, so...
And then anyone who can roll me linguistics or knowledge arcana.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Okay, so with your 15, DC 15, Leng, you're able to identify that the 3rd piece of parchment in there is similar to what you saw in the parchment on the 1st level, but it's stylistically different, but you can identify it as similar to an arcane mark, and it does appear to be some sort of sigil.
Similar to the first one we found?
Yes.
The number 6.
Which was also similar to what you found on the landing by the spire. So there you have 3 of these symbols that are all similar but different. You know that the one on the parchment from level 1 is the Aslanti rune for 6.
Yeah, maybe they're like floor numbers.
Alright, he'll pocket them with the other one.
Okay, and I think that's all that you find in this room.
Yeah, there's a door here. Or we could go back to one of the other doors. I don't know if we have a specific order.
Just open that one. It's fine with me, yeah.
Is this door unlocked?
You can try it and see.
He will try it and see.
Click it.
Oh God!
And then he'll send Cabbage forward. Yeah, I don't see any I don't hear any alarms, so...
Yep, so you walk in and you just see a hallway that leads back to the direction that you came, and then the opposite direction.
Ah, so this loops back. Okay, this makes it much easier to map.
I'll take a look around. Is there anything in this room that we might be easily missed?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Yeah, make sure you look ahead for cages coming down from the sky.
Yeah, he'll be
Put me in a
cautious.
death match.
Gives me 23.
Okay. So as you're perceiving around Arashk, you are unable to stop Schnee in time from walking where he
Oh no!
was.
Oh no!
So, Schnee, I need you to roll me a reflex save, please.
Oh, it is a second cage.
15.
It's another
Okay.
death match. Oh,
It's another
Wait.
DC 14.
Unfortunately, that is a fail as the ground beneath you opens up and you fall into a 10-foot pit, taking first 4 points of falling damage. And then as you fall, you realize that there are spikes at the bottom of this pit. So you get hit by 3 spikes. First spike is
Oh, he's dead.
an 18 against your AC. So that is 3 points of damage. Second is a 15 against AC.
Flat-footed,
No.
though?
Oh, I don't. If it's regular AC, no. If it's flat-footed, yes.
Well, I'm going to say no. I don't. Oh, dear. I'm not going to say. Well, that one was an 18 to hit, so I think that one still hits. And that is another 2 points of damage. I'm sorry, 3 points of damage. As you fall and land, you see a creature come out of an alcove below the floor, but in the pit, as this spider comes out.
Oh my.
And I need everybody to roll me initiative.
Yeah, this is why I let other people go first. Oh no, I was caught so off balance.
Or at least Schnee gets to act first.
Oh man. You guys rolled so well and I rolled so bad.
Literally 1 level ago, though, that would have put him down, right?
Oh, it must have, right? That was like a... I didn't keep track of how much damage, but it would have been a decent amount. I would have been down.
I would've
Okay,
been down.
so Barney and Cabbage.
I rolled a 9.
Ooh. Arashk.
I believe it was a 21. I just minimized it. Yeah, 21.
Yes.
Okay. Schnee,
22.
22. And Leng,
20.
20. All right. So, first in initiative, probably for the best, is Schnee.
So Schnee stands up, I suppose.
Okay.
Move action, and then I guess I will standard action, just total defense.
Next up, we have Arashk.
Okay. Well, that's not good. Don't worry, Schnee will help you. Where is the gap here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I will draw that on the map for you.
Because I don't want to jump down. That sounds like a bad idea.
If you intentionally fall, though, you reduce the damage.
Yeah, I still land on spikes.
Spiky
So
spikes.
there is the opening. So it's 10 by 10 and it's 10 feet down.
Okay, I will stand where I am. I will split one of my bomb boys in half. And I will throw it at him. I don't think there should be cover, and I do now have precise shot. So I will go ahead and roll my attack. It's a 17 against touch.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay, so then it will be a 1d4 plus 4. And let's see what that is. Oh, 1d4 plus 4. 5.
Okay, 5 damage to the spider.
It's immune to fire.
Is that your turn?
I want to think about jumping to the other side, but I'm not going to.
Okay, so you can think about that until next turn. Next, we come to Leng.
Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So he's 10 foot down.
Correct. Would be nice if somebody had the ring of feather falling, but you sold
Wouldn't
it.
that be great?
Yeah, but that would have cost money.
Money. What would it be, like an acrobatics check to jump down?
Yes, and acrobatics would allow you to ignore the first 10 feet.
Okay. But then there's spikes.
There are spikes at the bottom.
He'll try an acrobatics down to right here.
But the spikes!
The spikes! Acrobatics! I got a 20.
And actually, I'll give you a reflex save to miss the spikes.
I got a 18 reflex.
Ooh, that's not going to be enough. So you will get
Holy
hit.
DC.
You will get hit by 2 spikes. So first spikes is a natural 19. So that is going to be 4 points of damage.
Oh my gosh, I regret my life.
And then the other one is a 13, which I don't think is going to hit you.
No.
All right, so you are now down in the pit with Schnee.
Cool, I want to attack the spider.
Yeah, so the spider is 5 feet up, but you should be able to hit it. It's just coming out of an alcove 5 feet up.
Smack! 21
A 21 will hit.
for 11 points of damage.
Holy damage. Good gracious. All right, so a solid hit on that spider. And that is your turn. We come next to said spider, who did not like that. So what the spider is going to do, it'll attack Leng because Leng's the one that just did damage to it. So this will be a bite attack
Ah!
for
Poison.
a natural
Poison.
1. So a natural 1 is going to miss.
I gotta say, Sarah, it feels like a really unfair session since you've just been rolling straight rocks every combat so far. It's just, I don't know, maybe dial it back a bit is my suggestion for you.
Well, let's just say don't complain if I do really turn it on and start rolling them tasty crits.
No.
Tasty
No.
I like my shrimp and tasty crits. Next up is Barney and Cabbage.
Yeah, so I'm not going down there, so I guess good luck. He'll pull out
He's
his
such a good friend. He's such a good friend. Just like, I'm not going down there. You're dead.
he'll pull out his crossbow and load it, but that's about all he'll be doing. So
And Cabbage
Yep.
isn't going to take the plunge.
no.
Next up is Schnee in round 2.
Schnee.
Schnee.
Move action, pull out sword. Standard action, take a slash at it,
Okay.
I suppose.
Flash good, buddy.
Does a fantastic 11 hit?
An 11 is going to miss, unfortunately.
All right, well, that's my turn.
Okay.
We're only level 2. You can't have AC higher than 11.
It's not much higher, but it is still higher.
Power gaming.
Yeah, my power gaming spider.
Power gaming spider. Out of control.
Yeah. Next up is Arashk.
Okay, I throw bomb number 2.
Okay.
I don't know if it has cover now or not because
It
of
doesn't.
where.
It does not.
Okay, then it's a 14.
14 will hit its touch AC.
Yay! Then it will be 1d4 plus 4. 6 points of damage!
All right, so that was a solid hit on said spider.
I'm not useless! It's a good feeling.
Would you like to move?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. Next
yeah,
we
no.
come to Leng, down in the pit with Schnee.
Schnee.
Yeah, he's really in the pits.
Flurry of blows on this silly spider.
All right.
Does a 5 hit for a nat 1? Look at that
Yeah.
damage though. 13 max
Yeah,
damage.
that's gross. But yeah, natural 1 is not going to hit. So roll your next attack.
14.
A 14 is an exact hit against this spider.
12
and it
damage.
was at 0 hit points. So you
Are you
just
serious?
you just smack it into oblivion.
Good.
And
Die.
with that we can drop out of combat.
Wow, that was ruthless.
So Barney will take out a silk rope and he'll tie it to Cabbage and throw it down the pit and say, here if you want to climb back out of there.
Oh, thank you. I was almost feeling a little cozy down here.
I was gonna be a jerk and like try and acrobatics my way out, but then I was like, man, what if I fail and I fall back in and I hit a spike? That sounds terrible. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's dumb. So then I'll crawl out using Barney or Cabbage. Cabbage. What a ridiculous name for a dinosaur.
I heard that.
So it's a DC 5 to climb out. So if you take 10,
Oh, I just rolled a nat 20 for 24 for climb, so...
yeah,
he didn't
you
even
just
use the rope.
No,
he
you
just,
just
free climbed it.
zoomed right out of
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
no,
I acrobated or kind of off of Leng's head.
yeah, no problem there.
Yeah, so is there a pit in the other direction as well?
Arashk will look.
I would like to look as well.
Roll a perception check.
What about that? What
Yeah.
about rolling over that 23 from earlier, Sarah? That's what I was hoping for.
No. You got
I
distracted.
got a 17.
I got a 9.
You don't notice anything else, no pits in the other direction.
It looks fine. Leng.
I don't see anything. That said, I think it need not be said. We should be so cautious about stepping.
Leng, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine.
there's probably nothing, Lang.
Yeah, I'll go this way.
We're headed across the pit.
Yeah, no, this way first.
Yeah, over here. See, I
That
just
is the way
circled all the
we
way around.
That's the way we came.
Go talk to Barney over there. He wants to talk
Yeah.
to you about something.
No. I think I'll go over here. Point to the other side.
How are we going to get to the other side? There's a pit in the way.
Arashk will step over here, and he'll put his foot out to like feeling, but he won't actually step. And he'll just kind of like keep feeling with his foot forward.
To where Cabbage is standing?
Well, he's gonna move into the square where Cabbage is, and then he's gonna feel ahead and inch forward, feel ahead and inch forward, feel ahead and inch forward,
Okay. Yep. So you inch forward.
and he's gonna keep doing it,
You inch forward.
and he's gonna keep doing it,
You inch forward.
And that's where it is.
Yeah, I think it's probably fine.
and one last time he's gonna go over here.
Yep. So you don't see anything or have anything happen if you move forward there.
So then he runs back. It's totally fine.
Schnee and Leng fall into a second trap that was right here.
So there are two doors. There's one on the other side of that pit, or there's one back in the starting room.
I vote starting room.
All right, yeah. Go ahead and open the door, and I can have Cabbage go in. And...
It's locked.
Oh, it is. Oh, fine. Give me a second. I will open it. He'll take 20, and now
Didn't we find a key?
I'll try the key we found.
fine. Tries the key. I'm pretty sure I could have got it though.
All right. So if you try the key that you found,
It's still locked.
try it again.
Okay, it works this time. Oh, sorry, I used the wrong side of the key. So sorry about that.
Do you see anything in there?
I don't see anything in there right now. And with a 15 perception,
You don't see anything?
I don't see anything. Except there's a door here and a door on the far end of the hall.
Do I hear anything with a 20 perception?
With a 20, you don't hear anything.
Are there more secret doors? Ah, there's a door!
Yeah, there's two doors. Are either of them locked? Oh, I don't.
And he immediately closes that door back.
Yeah, let's not. do
Opens
this
it,
one.
sees what's in there, immediately closes the door.
Let's see what's this one instead.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Oh, this one looks much better.
Ah.
That's how we go in there.
Sarah's like, this is not how this is supposed to run.
All
So it looks like there are two doors in this one.
right. Back Cabbage up a little bit.
A bit.
To right there.
I see this. I don't know what that is.
I feel like this leads to where that
Oh,
other
that's-
door led.
That's difficult terrain in the other room. So don't worry about that yet.
Oh,
That's
I
totally
think
fine.
the other room has some difficult terrain in it.
First up, though, Cabbage is gonna take some fall damage. Roll me a reflex save for Cabbage.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't take damage without making a save first.
You can do whatever I tell you to. Okay, he's
Ah.
gonna take damage.
I took a 13.
So he's going to take 6 points of damage from falling. And there are spikies at the bottom of this as well. So there's only one spike. So against Cabbage's AC, that'll be a 24.
Yeah.
And that'll be an additional 3 points of damage as he falls. And as he falls, you see a spider comes out of an alcove in this area as well, and we can roll initiative again.
Gosh, there's another one. Schnee, kill it.
Not with that initiative.
Oof. Oof. I go last.
All right, so Barney and Cabbage,
Oh, we got a 20.
20. All right, next up is Schnee
13.
Schnee.
and Leng.
6.
Okay, and Arashk.
12.
12. All right, so first up, we have the spider going first this time.
Ah, no more
So
spiders.
My spider can do something cool this time. So, as a full round action, this spider rushes out of its alcove. It pushes the trapdoor shut, and then it webs the trap shut. So now it's closed to you guys up above, and it's just the spider and cabbage down below.
Wow, that really sucks.
Interesting.
Wait, so the spider went up and closed the trap, but is still down there?
Still down there, yes. So the spider is underneath in an alcove in this pit. And the spider, as a full round action, it comes out of the alcove and it pushes the trapdoor shut and webs it. So now it's just the spider and cabbage. So when it gets to be your turn, you have a couple of options. You can try to force the door open with a strength check, or you can try to attack the trapdoor and deal enough damage to break it.
Can you attempt to burn the web? Is it flammable like the webs from the one spell?
The webs are flammable, but the webs are on the underside of the door. So like it shut the door and then webbed underneath to keep the door shut. So that was the spider's turn. Next we come to Cabbage's turn.
What about Barney's turn?
That's Barney and Cabbage, yes.
So Barney is going to call out the attack command. I guess it's up to you whether or not this trapdoor prevents Cabbage from being able to hear from outside.
No, that's fine. He would be able to hear you.
Okay. And on Barney's turn, he's going to pull out his horse chopper and he says, I'm not particularly strong, so I guess I'll just see what happens if I hit it real hard.
Alternatively, I didn't mention this, but you can also stand on the trapdoor, which will cause you to fall, but it would open up the doors.
If I fall onto Cabbage's square.
No.
Okay.
You didn't let him finish though.
Yeah, I knew where he was going with that.
Can I do like a disable device to open it?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, that's probably better than taking the horse chopper out and trying it.
Yeah.
24 against whatever DC you came up with.
Yeah. So there's a DC for if you handle it before it's shut, but then there's also the DC on the trap. I'm going to go with the DC on the trap itself, which is higher, but your 24 is still enough to beat that DC. So I will say that you're able to disable it. However, because it's webbed underneath, I'm going to say that you're going to have to do some damage to the web before it's going to fall open. But it is loose to the point where all you have to do is some sort of damage to the web, and then it will open up completely.
So like I like to think that he takes the horse chopper out and kind of like jimmies it in the crack where the thing opened and kind of snaps the lever that was holding the trapdoor in place.
Mm-hmm.
So he can like lift the trapdoor up a bit, but the webbing below keeps it like kind of in, like he can't wrench it out from there. But like I like to think that's what he does there. And then he gives the attack command, like I said, and Cabbage will attempt to survive. The bite is a 24.
That will hit.
The claw is a 16 and then a 13.
The bite in the first claw will hit.
So 3 and 3 damage, so a total of 6 damage.
All right, so 6 damage to the spider.
And then Barney will say, he says, there are webs holding this together. It looks like they're going to be a bit of a pain to burn away.
Okay. After Barney and Cabbage, we have Schnee.
I'm glad I reloaded my crossbow. Let me just move in here.
You could open that door, go inside that room.
Sure, everything else is going swell tonight.
I think you can see that Barney has gotten the trapdoor up, and that you can't get it all the way down.
Well, it's more like the trapdoor falls downward, so he's loosened it, but what's preventing it from, like, the two flaps from falling downward are the webs underneath.
I see how it works now.
So, am I able to, if I got up there, could I chop him?
Yeah, yep, you certainly can.
I guess Schnee will move over, and as he moves, drop his bow, sad about it, pulling out his sword, and then he will take an attack at the trap and webbing.
Okay, yep, I'm gonna say just go ahead and roll damage to the web.
4. Piercing.
Oh, piercing damage. Oh.
A short sword does piercing damage, really?
Yeah. No one has ever swung a short sword.
Not once.
Pretty sure hobbits have.
It just doesn't happen.
Huh,
No.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, that's not going to be very effective against the webs. Your damage doesn't appear to really have done much to cause the doors to drop down.
I'm probably just going to go back to town, guys.
Oh. After Schnee is Arashk.
I don't like it. I'm going to delay.
Okay. Arashk delays. Next we come to Leng.
You said there could be a strength check?
Yes.
But I can't occupy the same square as Barney, right?
Right. Yep. So you'd have to wait until they move out of the way.
So I'll delay.
Could you run across it?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, because as soon as you step on it, it opens.
Wasn't that... Well, you could jump across it, maybe.
How's he gonna get room with the Schnee and Barney standing there? They still have to move out of the way.
Yeah. So I'll delay until Barney moves. I'll ask him politely to move.
You're so polite. You get hit with arrows and you're just calm. Please, Barney. Kind sir. Please move. All right. So Leng is going to delay. We come to the spider's turn. So the spider's going to attack Cabbage now that they're down there alone. That is a 17 against AC.
9.
All right. So he clanks off of out of Cabbage's new green plating. Next up, we come to Barney and Cabbage.
So Barney, now that he's kind of jimmied the thing a little bit, he'll call out he'll use a clockwork directive to increase. He'll use the command to increase Cabbage's attack rolls.
Okay.
This round, and then he will move back, and then Cabbage will do a full attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
That is a 9's gonna miss. 23 will hit, but a 9 is gonna miss.
Correct. Yes. A 23 will hit.
6 total damage again.
Ouch. Another big hit by Cabbage.
Big.
So after Barney and Cabbage, we come to Schnee.
Oh, I'd go ahead and go if Barney moved.
Okay. So Leng would move in initiative.
So it's still closed, right?
It's still closed. Yep. You need to do damage to the webs.
Can I try the strength check?
Yeah, sure.
19.
That's pretty good.
Yes. So with that strength check, you're able to put enough force on the trap door now that it's been jimmied to get it to swing open, and the other side just naturally falls down. So now it is open and you can see down into the pit. And I'll say that was your standard action. So you moved up and that was your standard to attempt the strength check.
Yep.
Okay. So next we come to Schnee.
Oh, goody. Now Snake drops his sword, picks up his crossbow, and then takes a shot.
But it's already loaded, so...
It was. I did load it. So it's like, oh, when you dropped it, it discharged. It shot across the room.
It shot right through.
I'd advise being careful about how you drop loaded crossbows.
I'm trying to help.
All right, go ahead and roll your...
Doesn't aid it. No. I'm so worthless. Oh, wait. I didn't have point blank on. Does a 9 hit?
I'm sorry, it doesn't.
I'm really going back to town.
How far up is that spider?
It's like halfway down.
So do I have an angle to like lob it?
No.
You could angle it to hit an intersection and get it in splash, but I don't know if you could hit it directly.
Yeah. So it is your turn, Arashk. So
Yeah, and once again, I feel equally worthless. It's not a good feeling, is it? Let's do something crazy, yeah? We're gonna run back and then attempt an acrobatics to jump across. And I think that just makes the DC 10. I will then, from there, swift action, fission another bomb, and throw it down. And that will be a 14 against touch, no cover, because I'm right above it, for minimum damage. So
Okay.
5.
5 damage. All right, spider's still up. And it is the spider's turn. So the spider will do another bite attack at Cabbage. 16 this time, so that's going to miss. And we come to Barney and Cabbage now.
Cabbage will continue its assault.
Okay.
So a 7 will miss, a 13 will miss, a 23 will hit
A 23 will hit.
for 5 points of damage.
Okay, 5 damage. It is still up. Is there anything that Barney would like to do?
Yeah, he can't get a line of sight, so he's fine.
Okay. So after Barney and Cabbage, we come to Leng.
I don't really have anything I can do.
Throw your Sansetsukan at it.
I throw it at it. No, I don't think I will.
Toss it.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm good.
Okay.
Pass.
Pass. After Leng, we come to Schnee.
They will move action, reload, standard action, shoot.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Does a 17 hit
A 17 will hit.
for 6 damage?
And Schnee, how would you like to kill this spider that was at 0 HP?
Again, Sarah. Again, I swear.
It was exactly
I
0.
Both times. This is gonna get so frustrating when I have to crit to grit. Ugh.
Schnee shoots it and it pins it against the wall.
Ooh, I like
don't
it.
know.
I like that.
I
I
like
like that. That's a classic. That's a classic.
Yep.
Nice
and
work.
You drop out of combat once again.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so now we're in sort of an issue here. Because
I mean, he
Cabbage
can't weigh
weighs
that much.
300 pounds.
Well, let's see.
I can lift off ground 350.
Wow, that's very impressive.
He looks at Schnee will look at Leng. Leng, I think the best thing is for us to carefully go down there, disassemble him piece by piece, and then he will be lighter to carry.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Can I borrow one of your wrenches? I will take care of this.
So, I guess Barney will make a loop in his silk rope, and he'll
Pick it up by the neck.
put it down there, we'll go around the neck, and then we'll just haul Cabbage.
I would really I would complain about the ethical concerns about just dragging the poor thing by its neck.
But it's robotic.
It's robotic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why struggle to build a harness when you could just grab it by its neck and rip it up?
She doesn't have feelings.
Yeah. Doesn't have feelings. It's fine. So we do that
Okay. So you pull Cabbage back up out of the pit
by its neck.
by its neck.
Yeah, I'll have to add some springs to the legs so that next time it can just bounce back up on its own.
Well, this is problematic.
Yeah, have fun over there. We're going to go into this door. Let us know if there's anything over there of interest. Oh, is there a door on that side? You could go up through that creepy room and then loop back around.
Nah, I think that is best.
He'll stand there and he'll try the door.
It opens.
Oh, I didn't think he was actually going to do it. He's definitely going to die.
Okay, yeah. I'll meet up with you boys. I'll come right around in just a moment. He'll step in.
Did he actually do it?
All right. So you step in, Arashk, and
He's insane.
you are in difficult terrain. This entire place is covered in webs. And I need you to roll initiative as there are creatures in this. So just to read a little bit, this large room has a wide hole in the center of its floor. A heavy welded steel ladder descends straight down from the lip of the shaft. The extent and depth of the space below are concealed behind the many crisscrossing whitish-gray spider webs filling the pit. And I guess we'll go right back into initiative, boys.
Oh yeah, that's where I rolled the good initiative.
Yep.
Wow, same initiative. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Classic.
Oh crap.
Okay. I'm going to say that this first round is just going to be with Arashk because the rest of you guys don't know anything that's... Well, if Arashk goes first, then he can yell something out, but...
Nope.
I go before some of them.
Yep. Almost all of us.
Let's see. We have Arashk. What's your initiative?
12.
All right. Barney and Cabbage.
26.
Okay. Leng.
6.
Oof. Okay. And Schnee.
10.
Okay. Oh, boy. All right. So who we have here?
Do you want to do a full round or a surprise round?
We'll do a surprise round.
All right.
And in the surprise round, this guy is going to scurry up to you, Arashk, and then the other one is going to...
So I'm sure this is terrifying, but since I can't see, I'm sure he's fine.
is going to get to be right is going to get to be on the other side of you with a double. Oh, no, he can't double move. I'm sorry. So he only gets to be right there. All right. So top of round 1, we have this guy right next to you going. He's going to bite out at you.
Oh, I don't get to act in the surprise round?
No, because you didn't know they were there when you walked in.
What a fool.
But they knew you were there. All right. So that guy is going to attack you. This is only an 11 against your flat-footed.
Misses.
Okay. So next up, we would come to Barney and Cabbage. So I don't know if you just want to delay because you don't know what's going on at this point.
So what I was going to say is that as soon as Arashk actually goes into the room, like Barney didn't actually think he was going to go into the room on his own. But as soon as he does, he's like, oh gosh, I didn't think he was actually going to go in on his own. So he will actually come up to the other door.
Okay.
And so will Cabbage with him.
Okay.
So it would have taken a double move for Barney to get up there.
Okay.
So he can't open the door yet, but he's basically going to look to the others and say, I didn't think he was going to in. We should probably go the other way around. And that's what he'll do. That's his turn.
Okay. So next up, we come to the other guy. He's going to move up and take a bite at you. Flanking. Oh boy. Okay, that's going to be a 24.
Miss.
That will hit.
Okay. So that's going to be only 2 points of damage, but I need you.
Fortitude?
Yes, fortitude.
Josh, you should have taken the Artificer technique that gave you plus 10 AC.
I got a 17.
Well, that's pretty good.
All right, you seem to be okay for now. Next up, we come to Arashk's turn.
It's difficult terrain, but I can 5-foot step out of difficult terrain. Is that correct?
Correct.
That was a bad idea! He shouts out as he 5-foot steps and closes the door behind him.
Interesting. Okay. Next up, we have Schnee.
This is why Sarah laughed so hard earlier, is because I immediately opened the door and immediately closed it. As soon as I saw it was in there, I was like, and I closed the door. Bunch of webs in there. No, thank you. No, thank you. No.
So, I guess Schnee will move.
Schnee.
Are you going to jump that hole?
Oh, yes, that's right. There's a hole there. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's
No.
what got us into this mess in the first place.
Nope, you're right. Nope. Schnee does not want to tempt a hole. I'm sorry, which way did Barney run?
I went north.
I will move up, and then I will reload my crossbow with second move action.
Okay, perfect. After Schnee is Leng.
I guess he'll follow suit.
Okay.
I didn't count how far I could go. Where's everybody at? Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're all here. The gang's all here. -1.
The boys are back in town. Okay. So now we would come back to Barney and Cabbage. Are you planning on entering the room, I assume?
God, I'm not sure anymore what I'm supposed to do. Did I hear him close the door?
Roll a perception.
14?
Yeah, I'll say you can hear him.
Yeah, so do we want to go in now?
Da, we are paid to explore. We should probably explore.
Okay. He'll open the door.
That was very easy convincing. Very easy convincing. My goodness.
They're in the middle of there's no room for hesitation. You got 6 seconds, you know?
Clearly. Oh my goodness.
And then he will... So he has a crossbow, which he's had loaded since, like, the previous trap. He just hasn't had a chance to fire it. So he'll have Cabbage go in and attack the yellow one, I guess,
Okay.
with a 9, which will miss.
A 9 will miss.
And then he'll fire his own crossbow at the purple one
Okay.
for a 10, which will miss.
10 will miss.
I say, yeah, I'm not doing a very good job.
It's Barney and Cabbage's turn. Next, we come to Yellow Spider, who now has a new target since the door's been shut. And Yellow Spider will attack Cabbage.
They don't just open the door.
Can spiders open doors?
I don't think spiders can open doors.
They take 2 of their mandibles and they just kind of... It's like opening a door with your fists closed. You just put them on the other side of it and you just twist it with your full fist.
Yeah, I think they
Easy.
have the understanding to do that.
But, like, that's a good question. It's like, how else would they maneuver in here if they can't open the doors?
They were open when they got here.
The door is actually open with little key fobs that they keep.
No, it's the touchpad again. Then we've already been over this. These doors are like futuristic. Anyway, we'll just say that it attacks cabbage, and I rolled a natural 20. So to confirm, my natural 20 is a 13. I think it's gonna miss.
Yes.
This will be a 5 points of damage, and I don't think that cabbage is affected by poison. Correct?
No.
Bummer. All right, so that is Yellow's turn. Next up, we come to Arashk.
Can I roll to notice the sound of fighting?
Sure.
I roll a 23.
Yep, you hear it.
Okay, I guess we're fighting. I got us into this mess. I better not let them be the only ones to do the dirty work, he says as he opens the door again.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Spider's right there. He'll 5-foot step back. And here we go. As he throws a fission bomb at it. That is a 13 against touch.
A 13 will hit touch.
Woohoo! Or 8 points of damage. Max damage.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy!
Okay. So after Arashk, we come to Schnee.
Schnee will slowly work his way, clicking every wrong button. There we are. Alright, so Schnee will take a shot at Yellow.
Do it.
Holy moly.
So that is a natural 20 for 26 with a 22 confirmation.
For how much damage? Say it, buddy.
I will only if I know it hits.
This
Yellow.
was against blue.
No.
There's a blue?
There's a blue?
Purple. I have blue on
What?
my sheet. Purple.
No, it's the one.
No.
It's one right next to.
Yeah, he was shooting at yellow.
You're shooting at yellow. Okay. Yes, that will hit and that will confirm. So how much damage?
That is for 20 damage.
Ooh.
Oh, beautiful.
Ouchie.
Yeah, he rolled 2 9s.
Yeah.
Damage.
It's ridiculous. Is it dead?
No, it's still up.
What?
What?
Crap.
So much stronger.
That's impossible.
I have all the power. Haha. All right. Next up, we have Leng.
It's dark.
Guy's perfectly safe in there. Just charge right in.
So first he's gonna do some stepping.
Okay, you step in.
There's a blue? I don't see a blue.
No, it's purple.
Oh.
Blubadon!
Blue.
Blubadon!
The dragon's
It's
down in the,
Blubadon, the dragon! It's Blubadon! No!
he's in the hole.
He's in the hole, Blubadon! And then I'm gonna... Oof. This difficult terrain stuff's tough.
It sure be that. Don't fall in the pit. That's a pit.
That's a pit?
That's
Oh.
a pit. Yeah,
Oh, that's what that is.
that's
That's
a
a pit.
giant pit. Yep.
Leng just
All right,
gave
well, I'm
up.
gonna stay where I'm at.
Like was like
just quit.
Geronimo.
Oh, wait, is that a ladder?
Yes, that's a ladder.
A ladder?
But you can't access the ladder because there's too many webs right now. So
Well, then surely he can't fall into
Yeah,
the hole.
then surely I can't fall through.
oh, do you want
Clearly
me to, do
there's-
you want to get entangled in these webs?
No,
Okay.
no, no. That'll be, I guess I'll move here.
So is that a double move?
Yes.
So top of round 3, we come to purple, who is going to 5-foot step and take an attack at Arashk. All right, that is a 17 to hit.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So that is 5 points of damage, and I need another
Oh, no.
fortitude save.
Taste my spider justice.
24, natural 20 for the fortitude save.
Okay, all right. After purple, we come to Barney and Cabbage.
Okay, Barney will do his directive to the attack rolls, and Cabbage will do a full attack.
Okay.
So these will be 2 higher. 12 will probably still miss. A 13 will probably still miss. And a 10 will still miss.
Fortunately, those all miss.
Yikes. That's my turn.
Okay. After your turn, we come to Yellow Spider, who is probably going to go after the non-metal creature, the juicy creature, the juicy bird caught in its webs.
Who's done nothing?
That's true.
Also,
but
don't they have a natural fear of birds?
That's why.
What kind of spiders
Yeah.
are these?
I don't know. You didn't roll a check to see what type of spiders they are. You just said you're a spider and that's that.
You didn't roll knowledge nobility.
Yeah, these are
They're
noble beasts.
Spiders. These are noble beasts.
yeah, Sarah, are they?
Now I'm a little conflicted.
I would like to learn some things about these noble beasts. With knowledge 23.
It's
Get
like a
out of
David
here.
Attenborough documentary. Be like the noble silk spider.
So, spider.
Oh, I've been rolling this d20. No, that's not gonna hit. That's only a 12.
No.
No. And we come to Arashk's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm going to
Again?
Yeah. I'm going to move while rolling acrobatics
Okay.
to avoid an attack of opportunity, which might not succeed.
This is gonna go great. Yeah. That's about
Yeah,
what I
which
thought.
fails. So I'll provoke from the one guy.
Good
Okay.
old 7.
So that is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, oh, that hits.
Okay. So that is 5 points of damage.
Oh dear God.
I'm
Roll me
curious
a
what your
fortitude
plan
save.
is.
Natural 1.
Roll a
Natural 1.
16.
Okay. Continue with your turn.
I close the door.
Okay. So that is Arashk's turn. Now we come to Schnee.
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 I feel like I always get a great introduction with Justin for my
Every
turns.
time. I love it.
You got it, bud. You got it, bud.
Is there-
He literally never doesn't do it. It's
No.
amazing.
Is it, yeah, you can always count on Justin for on his turns and then Schnee. Are these flavored webs up top here, or like if I get into them, am I entangled?
No, these webs are all just difficult terrain.
Oh, okay, that's right. We're in all
Yeah.
difficult terrain right now.
The whole
Okay.
thing is just difficult terrain.
I could try to take a shot, but this is gonna be really bad penalties.
You don't have precise shot.
I do, but I'm there. It's
There's
gonna
cover.
Yeah, screw it, I'm gonna just take a shot because I have to reload anyway. So I will spend an extra reload and take a shot, and I guess we'll see. And it's gonna get some covers.
Natural
Yeah.
20?
I did it before.
You can do it again.
I'd rather you didn't do it again, though.
An 18, but I think that would have hit without cover.
I think it might. I think their AC is 14, right?
Yeah, so soft
Yeah.
cover is +4, so that still hits.
Oh, okay, so 18, and that is 7 damage.
It's
All
gotta
right.
be dead now.
Yeah, that killed it.
Okay.
I was gonna say 27.
Before I finish it off, just for funsies, I don't think anybody did not monster lore. Can I do monster lore?
Yeah, certainly. Roll a knowledge arcana.
Knowledge nobility.
Okay, I don't want to. That's
Knowledge
fine though.
nobility.
What are these magical beasts?
Maybe. You don't know because you didn't roll a knowledge arcana.
Well, I don't have a choice in that matter.
Vermin's not knowledge arcana. I thought they were vermin.
That's what you get for assuming.
Wouldn't it have been hilarious if Schnee had scouted out and saw spiders and took favorite enemy vermin, but they weren't vermin?
Well, I can't. I mean, I don't think I can scout out and then pick my favorite enemy later in the day, can I?
No, but like if we had scouted out
Right.
The day
yesterday or
before.
something.
So, yeah. That's my turn. Well, I guess I just shoot it for 7. I think you said I kill it.
You killed it. Yep. So next we come to Leng.
Yay.
Walk over, open the door. Arashk just shut.
Well, if it wasn't difficult terrain, he could 5-foot step, open, and attack. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
because
here.
it's difficult
Not
terrain.
in
guess-
my webs.
He will move here, I guess, and ready to attack if for some reason the door opens.
Okay. So next we come to my turn.
Follow her mouse to see where she moves it.
Everybody
follow it! Follow it!
Follow it! Follow
it! Right here! Haha!
Wow, good distraction. I even looked.
Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here!
For those of you who will be listening to this later,
Oh my gosh, I'm such a child.
She's probably going to cut this whole thing out.
in Foundry, you can see other people's cursors, so even though it's pitch black, we can see where she's moving the spider.
You shouldn't be able to see the Gamemaster's cursor. That's trash. I wonder if I can turn that off. I actually might be able to turn that off. I'm going to look into that. That's garbage. All right. Next, we'll come to Barney and Cabbage.
Barney is going to call Cabbage back. Actually, I think Cabbage has the torch, so he'll just call him right there. And actually, I can see more if I'm here. But he's not gonna. He'll reload the crossbow, I guess, but that'll be his turn.
Okay. Next we come to Arashk's turn.
Yeah, so, okay, the spider is on the other side of that. He might be coming around, I don't know, but I'm going to meet up with you folk, he says as he does so. And it's calculating the difficult terrain here, I think, successfully.
Yes.
Yeah, it should be.
So he'll double move to there.
All right, next up we have Schnee.
Schnee reloads, and Schnee looks around. Where's the other one?
Arashk shouted out on his turn that it was on the other side of that sping, so the wall, the door.
So Schnee, he's just gonna ready in action. If he sees it, he's gonna shoot it.
Okay, fair enough. Next we come to Leng.
I'm gonna open the door
Okay. You open the door.
and move out,
Okay.
and that's all.
Okay. So that's all that you do. Next up.
Evidently, it might be there, I don't know.
It's gone.
It's coming over
It's
here.
coming to get ya. And it's going to take an attack at Barney.
Ah,
And that is going to be... Oh, shoot, I rolled it before I saw what the number was. 20 to hit.
Interesting. That's a very likely story, Sarah.
I mean, it probably was a natural 20, so you're getting off easy.
A 20 will hit.
Interesting. I thought it was a natural 1, probably.
5 points of damage. Roll me a
Barney
fortitude
is
save.
dead.
The first damage Barney's taken all book.
20.
Wow.
20.
Alrighty then.
Ready in action goes off for an 11.
Oh. If he kills it, do I get hit?
Well, I don't think an 11's are gonna hit it, so I don't think.
Yeah,
it
an
matters.
11 is not going to hit.
You don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it interrupts technically, so it would have stopped it.
It probably would have stopped it, yes. Next we come to Barney and Cabbage.
Cabbage will step out of the difficult terrain.
Okay.
I will 5-foot step out there. I will give the directive to attack rolls and make 3 attacks.
Get it?
Oh, 25,
Oh,
natural
yes!
20. A 14 to confirm, I think, might do it.
Yes, confirms, I think.
Okay. Natural 20, 25, and it does confirm with a 14.
So it is 13 points of damage, about what Leng does on a normal hit.
Yeah. Doesn't it feel powerful?
Yeah.
It's still up.
Wow.
The first claw is a 23 to hit
That will hit.
for 4 damage.
And with 1 HP left, 4 is enough to put it down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that one, guys.
This is no, it's fine. I just didn't think that you were actually going to go into the room.
Well, to be honest, Barney, I don't know why you would tell me to do something if you didn't want me to do it, you know? I trust you.
I figured that you would. I don't know. I have to keep in mind that my words have more power than I thought.
Yes, words have power.
One thing that I did want to mention that I forgot to mention before was when you found that parchment that had the stylized, whatever, Islanti rune on it, it matches a symbol that is on the spire that's in that same room. So I had forgotten to mention that. But just like there was a rune on the spire on the level above when you came down, there's a rune on this spire, and this time this rune matches the rune on the parchment that you found.
Now you mention it.
I was trying to find it in the notes the entire combat while you guys were doing your
That
turns.
changes everything.
Everything. Literally
This
everything.
whole
All right.
session is worthless. now.
All right, everybody, we'll see you next week. That's it. We're done.
We're done. We're done here.
We're
We're
done
done
here.
here.
Yeah, so I wonder if this ladder... I wonder if this big pit here, like, ends at a dead end, or if it, like, goes down to a deeper floor.
I opened the door.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
All right, so you open that
I
door.
love how reckless we are.
Yeah.
Very reckless.
Off by my own, all alone. Let me open this door. That will surely
Oh,
lead to
nat
death.
20 for a 27 perception. Do I hear anything inside the room?
So this is a little deceiving. Let me read it for you. I put a wall up here just because. So let me read it and then we can talk about it. So massive black iron gates bar the corridor fashioned out of angular, twisted vertical bars that have sharp edges and are about a hand span apart, linked by welded crossbars. The gates have massive hinges set deep into the walls, and a heavy lock inside a welded box secures sliding bars that run into sockets in the floor and ceiling at the center of the corridor. Moreover, a black iron chain with links as thick as a human thumb wraps around the gates where they meet above and below the lockbox. The chain's ends disappear into holes in the lockbox. I will tell you, I have read this probably 10 times, and I still have no idea what it's saying. But essentially, there are iron bars that bar this hallway right here. But technically, you should be able to see past it through the bars. So I just put up a wall temporarily, but I think that I should, so you can't move through this place right here. I'll put a drawing. You can't move through this right here.
So we can see the doors. Oh, I accidentally opened one.
Hey, get out of there.
I meant to
ping
and I accidentally opened it. Lock them. Lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Yeah. So you can't move past that, but you can see past it.
Watch me bend these bars.
You certainly can. That is actually an option. There's a strength check involved if you want. It says bending the bars requires a successful strength check. So
you're strong.
That one.
Classic. Classic. I love role-playing games.
So let me back up again, because you
broke your arm.
You probably wouldn't have done this, because as you were observing this gate, you realize that there actually is a trap on this gate.
Oh.
DC 26 perception to notice. So your
Holy
natural 20,
cow.
27 just noticed that there is a trap on this gate. So I think that you probably would not have touched it if you had known that.
Yeah, no, I would not have touched it.
I don't know. What's your
What do you think?
check?
What do you think the trap does?
I don't know. You should try to trigger it and see what happens.
His hand goes to touch it.
You go to touch it?
And he doesn't actually, but he gets really, really close. I really shouldn't. But I want to.
No,
Okay.
you really
Yeah, it doesn't
shouldn't.
matter, because it triggers when you get within 5 feet. So you see these
Oh my
incorporeal
goodness.
arms that seem to emerge from the bars and clutch at you, Arashk. So
He
this will
deserves
be
this.
an 18 against your touch AC.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. So you take 2 points of damage, and I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Uh-oh.
I don't think any of us would have seen that coming.
I got a 9.
All right, you take 1 point of strength damage as this chill touch spell effect reaches out and grabs you.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
well,
leave.
At least you didn't need that.
I can't heal that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll deal with it on my own. Don't go near the bars. Now I know, though. There's some weird ghost thing. So that's nice. Once everyone's out here, I'll open that door. I'm waiting for everyone to be
Are you
here.
sure you gotta be close to any more doors?
I'm waiting just so that Leng can get to somewhere where he can see.
Leng was doing like a dance in that room by himself.
You guys don't know this, but every character I play has a
Dance
dance
routine.
fever.
Yeah, he's doing like interpretive dance. He's like doing the Charleston, like in It's a Wonderful Life, getting right close
Yeah.
to the edge.
Yup.
Back and forth, over and over and over again.
Towing the edge. Yep.
Once everyone's here, I'll open it.
Okay. You open the door.
The door.
So gray webbing fills this chamber. Huge cocoons of spider silk hang suspended in the webs, and the webs crawl with countless hundreds of pale little spiders.
Don't like that.
I'm done.
I walk in.
Okay, I take a 5-foot step into the space, and I follow Leng.
Okay. So as you guys are walking around, you see these little spiders are scattering and scattering, but as you continue around the room, these spiders begin to swarm together.
Oh no.
Boo,
And
boo.
I will need
And
you all to
that's-
roll initiative.
No,
and
no,
get back
I'm out.
there.
I'm out. No, I'm out. No. No.
Why would they go there? That doesn't make any sense.
We've got a demolitionist. We'll be fine.
Use
Nah.
the brain.
Ah.
Oh, do a dungeon crawl, they said. It will be fun, they said.
Fun,
No one
they
said it would be fun. No one said that.
Ooh! I finally get a good initiative, and this is the one I should get it on. Yes, I'm out of here.
Okay.
I'm getting out of here.
All right. So,
Our Abner Calhoun right out of there.
Schnee.
Oh, sorry. That's a 16.
All right. Cabbage and Barney.
11.
Barney. Arashk.
And another 16, we've got ourselves an old-fashioned roll-off. We're going to hit initiative again to see if I beat...
Wow, you do.
Schnee.
Well, yeah. I mean, he had a 6 on the die, but his 6 still beats your 2, so he'll go ahead of you. And then Leng.
That is a nat 20 for a 23.
Might I ask what your initiative is? Your
3.
bonus?
That's three.
May I have you roll a d20?
Oh my goodness.
I rolled a 13.
Ha-ha! I rolled a 15. You were so smug that you got a 13. I heard it. I got a 13.
All right. All right. Top of round 1, we have Leng first in initiative.
I'm getting out of here. No, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't.
Throw a bomb at it.
I don't have any bombs.
He's so dejected. Did you hear him?
Can I roll a knowledge check?
Yes, you may.
The noble spider swarm.
So this
The
is
noble.
going to be kind of funny.
Don't you dare say it's a bunch of spiders.
Roll a knowledge nature.
Oh, this one is vermin.
Believe it or not, it's a bunch of spiders.
Yeah.
That's what you see is what you get.
12.
You are able to identify this as a spider swarm. I will give you one piece of information about this spider swarm.
Can I hit it?
No, it is diminutive. So it is immune to weapon damage.
Bye, guys. That's not true. I know what I could do.
Question.
What?
Is it immune to elemental fist damage?
Yeah, that was gonna be my question.
I mean, it probably is because it's still an attack roll, isn't it?
It's a melee attack, but then it adds bonus damage that's elemental.
So here's what we'll do. I will allow you to use your elemental fist. The base damage will not go through, but the elemental damage would go through.
I accept this.
Yeah, the
Okay.
1d6.
Well, I'm glad you accept it, Josh. I'm glad you accept it for my character. That's great, bud. Thanks. I'm glad you accept it. Oh my gosh.
I support Sarah as a GM. I'm a good player most of the time, like 80% of the time.
So that's up to you if you want to use it or not. You don't have to, but I would allow the
Yes.
D6 to go through.
I will do an unarmed strike elemental fist. As a swift action, I will take on the ifrit style. So I get 1 additional elemental fist attempt per day. While using this style and elemental fist to deal fire damage, you gain a bonus on fire damage rolls equal to your wisdom bonus.
Okay.
Further, if your elemental fist melee attack misses while you're using it to deal fire damage, you still deal 1d6 points of fire damage to your target.
Well, that's garbage. I take it back. I don't want that to work. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So I will make my unarmed strike.
So it's like, don't you do the D6 regardless? Since we're only doing the elemental, like, aren't you still, like, whether you hit
Yeah.
or miss?
Yeah, you're not
Okay.
wrong. Yeah,
Alright, so
basically. So I'll just
Roll
roll
to see
that.
if you get a natural 20, though.
Well, doesn't he roll to hit to see if he gets the bonus damage, though?
I miss.
So wait, read it again. You get
Because
bonus.
if he hits, he does a d6 plus his wisdom in fire damage. If he misses, it's
Oh.
just the d6.
I see.
Oh,
Okay. I
right.
see. Makes
So I
sense.
still miss, though, I think.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, a 10's going to miss, but you'll still do the.
Just get the
D6.
1d6. Yeah.
Correct.
It's going to be a 5.
D6. Come on! 6!
Oh my.
Haha!
And
So
it's dead.
And it's fire, so they take increased damage.
Well, it's not an area effect.
oh, that's true.
Okay, I guess that's true.
Okay.
Do they still not have vulnerability to fire, though? I thought that was the thing.
No, it's
No.
not a vulnerability. It's a special swarm thing.
Special for splash weapons.
And I 5-foot step back.
Okay. All right. So next we come to the spider swarm, which this is very interesting and I don't understand it. But those other spiders were not vermin, but apparently when they're babies, they are vermin, but they just grow up and become not vermin.
Maybe not all of them become bigger. Maybe only some of them become bigger.
I don't know, maybe. But they are going to...
Jason is technically correct. I have to move there.
The worst kind of correct.
Ooh. All right, well then they will move to be on top of y'all.
Interesting, that's their thought process.
Okay.
I don't like.
They will do to Leng and Arashk.
37 points of damage.
Actually, I'm immune. As soon as they touch me, they shrivel up and die. So
He's got fire hair, so they should all die just by
No.
getting on his
No.
square.
Yep.
No, so they will do immediate damage of 3 points of damage, and I need first you each to roll a fortitude save.
First, that's not fun. That's the opposite of fun. Ooh, that's another 8.
So 14 for me.
Okay. So Arashk is distracted, meaning that you are nauseated for 1 round.
Nauseated. Oh my gosh.
Nauseated. And then I need you both to roll another fortitude save.
21.
16, assuming nauseated doesn't affect that condition. I clicked it, but I didn't see any changes in roll 20.
I think it just changes what your actions can be.
So nauseated creatures experience stomach distress. Nauseated creatures are unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate on spells, or do anything else requiring attention. The only action such a character can take is a single move action per turn, and I will allow vomiting for flavor.
Vomiting for flavor. Fun fact, in 2E, you can retch as an action to remove the nauseated condition.
Gross. Anyway, next up we have Schnee.
Gross.
Schnee will rummage through his bag to pull out an alchemist fire, and then he will ready in action to throw it at the swarm.
Okay.
And he will say, "Move away!" That is all.
Move away. That is all. Next up is Arashk.
Okay, Arashk is going to stumble out of the swarm against this wall, where in fact he will projectile vomit across it and slink the rest of the way down till he's out of the difficult terrain. As he just kind of hobbles along the wall like a very sad drunk man.
So as you're going along the wall, roll me not a knowledge check. Roll me a perception check.
I don't want to die. Please
Okay.
stop.
With a 12, I just say thank you and tip my hat to you. And now we come to Barney and Cabbage.
Barney is going to move out of the room,
Okay.
and he'll direct Cabbage to stand
firm.
where he's at, I guess. I don't want to be within 10 feet of any other character.
Okay. So is that your turn?
Yes, because Cabbage can't damage it, so
So after Barney and Cabbage, we come to Leng.
kill it,
Fire it and then run away.
destroy it,
That's what I'm gonna do.
cast it into the fire.
Into the fire.
No.
No, I don't think I will. Swift action again for Freedy style.
Freezy style?
Freezy style?
A Freedy.
Yeah.
Freezy.
Freezy style.
Freezy
I'm gonna freeze him.
So that's interesting. We share that Jin connection, bro.
Yeah.
We're like Jin brothers.
Does 22 hit?
A 22 does hit.
Nice. 6 fire damage, bro.
I'm punching spiders, tiny
Yeah.
baby spiders,
Die.
headbutting them to death.
Well, so that's your punching damage. So roll your elemental damage, because that would be
Yeah.
plus your wisdom.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
1d6
yeah.
plus your
Six.
whiz.
I get my wisdom bonus, which is a
Plus
3.
your cheese whiz.
Ooh, roll higher, roll higher.
8.
And the swarm disperses.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. And we didn't even expend resources except for
I mean,
his.
I don't have my elemental fist anymore for today, but
I said except for yours. Yeah.
How many of those do you get a day?
1
That's so few.
plus an extra from the Afridi style.
Gotcha. So one thing that you should be aware of, Justin, you only have to spend the swift action to enter the style feat once. Although you cannot use a style feat before combat begins, the style you are in persists until you spend a swift action to use a different one.
Ah, okay.
So if you swift action enter a style, you don't have to use a swift action unless you want to switch or stop.
Ah, okay, so you stay in that style unless you change.
Yeah.
Is that like for all day?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what it says. It says, although you can't do it. It's weird. It says, although you can't enter a style before combat, it persists until you do a swift action to... So technically, if you get into combat at the beginning of the day, you enter the style and you can be in it for the rest of the day, but you couldn't enter it before that combat. It's worded a bit odd.
It's worded a bit odd, but I think that that's correct for flavor. You've got to, like, see your enemy and get into your crouching tiger or whatever. Just let it be, man. It's wuxia. It doesn't need to make sense. It needs to be cool.
That's fair. All right, cool.
Barney will step back into the room and he wants to look around for traps before he moves in.
All right, so you rolled a 17 perception, just scanning the
Yes.
room for traps.
Yeah, he's looking for cages and pits.
So you don't see anything with a 17, and Leng with a 16, you don't see anything either.
Are there any doors in here? How is this just an empty room, just like a dead end?
I don't know. The GM did ask me to roll a perception check right about here, though. I did vomit, so sorry about that.
Oh.
There's a secret door, but it's covered in vomit, so we're like, nope, nope, not today.
We can see it through the seams of the crack.
There's a really angry goblin on the other side of that door that got vomited on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if there's nothing else here, then... I mean, is the only way forward those bars? Was there another door that we haven't opened yet? I think there must have been.
Spend the time to take 20 for a 26.
So you're taking 20. With a 20, now that you're not nauseated and you're able to take your time looking around, you do see that there is a secret door at the bottom here.
Oh, right where I'm at.
Correct.
So he'll let them all know.
We enter the secret chamber.
Okay. So
It's just a closet.
you open this door and you see shabby mold-covered tapestries hang from ceiling hooks cloaking one wall of this chamber in a faded forest hunting scene, which you can't really see from your perspective once I open this door, but while probably of decent quality when new, they now look sad. From your perspective, you can see a giant wooden chair of massive construction stands centered before the tapestries, facing towards the room. And then past that chair, you can see there is a large stone table stands against the eastern wall, and you're unable to really tell what's on it from this perspective. However, this is a very interesting way to enter this room because you open this door and you see the tapestries right in front of you. You see there are... This is just really funny to me because you see there are some skeletons up here, and there is a skeleton that is sitting in the chair. What you also can see, I think, so Leng can see this in Cabbage. I'm trying to see if Barney and Schnee, no, they don't see it, but Leng and Cabbage, you can see that there's this dude hiding behind the tapestries. And you open the secret door and he turns to looking and he goes, "Oh crap, I didn't expect you to come in that door." And we'll see you next week.